Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Well, g'day D-Live and welcome back to the Gives a Minute D-Live stream for a Wednesday afternoon affair. It has just gone 6 minutes to 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Looking into the chiseled chat, I see Hendrik, I see America's First, I see Starlobber, I see Moose HC, I see Davo, I see Comptech, I see 6 crew, and therefore 6 freaking cheerses, because everyone gets a cheers when they join the Gives a Minute D-Live stream chit-chat. This glass, this microphone, when these two things touch each other, somehow, some way, in some shape, in some form, that represents a cheers. I'm not sure why either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 freaking cheerses. Hello, hello, hello. Wednesday, cryptocurrency. This entire stream, cryptocurrency. If you're here for anything else, bad luck. Wednesday's cryptocurrency. We're broadcasting this across all of the internet machines. We've got the Facebooks, we've got the YouTubes, we've got the Twitch, the Trovo, the Bitwave. We're out there in the Restream world. Hello! However, if you want to partake and you want to comment and you want to contribute, you're going to have to come down here to dlive.tv/givesaminute if you want to contribute to the stream, both just by being here and by commenting. I'm only looking at this chat here. One chat I've got, that's the only one I'm looking at. I can see the numbers on Restream, but I'm not looking at that. I'm only looking at the chat here. So I beg of you, if you've got some contributions you want to make to the content in terms of cryptocurrency, please come down to dlive.tv/givesaminute. I will broadcast this and I will not stop the Restream, but I'm telling you. And that loosely translates to come down to dlive.tv. There's the URL, /givesaminute. You know the deal by now. So on this stream, well, let me just say hello to the chat first. Hendrik says, later all, take care. Later all, thanks Hendrik. That was last stream. America First with the follow. Hey America, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow, America's First. Meow, meow. Hello, Starlobber. Hello, how are you doing? Moose HC, XLM Hype. I'm in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Moose. I'm glad you know about XLM because I don't. But that title of this stream, XLM Stellar Lumens, what is it? We're going to find out, among other things. Just a reminder, these cryptocurrency streams, I'm no expert here, right? I'm learning with you. And sometimes we even do things live. Well, I do things live so that you can see how it's done. I've been in crypto since I started streaming on D-Live, I suppose, but more sort of focused since the end of last year. And there's a big, big world out there to learn, like a huge world. So I'm happy to be learning here and showing you the learn in the hope, well, hey, in the hope I can smash my microphone, in the hope that we can all learn along the way. So Stellar Lumens is one thing we're going to look at today, XLM. The other things I'll explain in a second. Let me just get through this. Davo, hello Gibbs, it's good to see you. Hello Davo, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, thank you man. Moose HC, yeah, Dancing Cat. Comptech, and Comptech, hi there Gibbs. Dude, we need Comptech here to help with one of the other things, let me tell you. It's 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Moose. Well, good morning, Moose, good morning. So the other things we're going to talk about on this stream, Comptech has a let's call it a little addition to Sun.io. So last week we did some liquidity in Sun.io, and there is another way to stake some. I can't recall exactly what it is, but there's a couple of other things we could be doing in Sun.io. So Comtech's going to help us through that. But this week I will be watching the energy in my Tronlink wallet. If whatever we're doing over there saps the energy, we will make a note of that and I will pause it. In fact, maybe we should do it straight away. Maybe we should do that up front so that then the energy has a chance to rebuild throughout the stream. So we're going to look at that. Then I've got a couple of links here. Bitcoin winter, check this out. Bitcoin winter is here, crashing to 10,000. Whoa, and it could linger for 10 years. Well, I don't want to scare you all, but that's the story. The other story I've got here is this massive influencer scam just got worse. This is from CoffeeZilla, the Save the Kids scam. So we got those things to look at. What else will we do? We could talk a little about Hex. Hex is 12 cents. Hex is at 12 cents. Well, it was. I think it dropped back down to about 10, but Richard Hart lit his candles, had a stream. I watched a bit of it today before I had to do some things. 12 cents. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Bitcoin, on the other hand, where are we with Bitcoin? I think we're still around 33, right? It's dancing around the 33, 32. Sometimes you see 35 and you go to bed, you wake up 32 again. It's like this never-ending up and down cycle. Just looking at this thumbnail, look how bad that deep etching is on this guy on the right. So bad. So bad. Yeah, so that's the plan. So Comtech, given that you're here and given that we may need to stash our energy, should we do the Sun.io stuff up front? Normally I would take half an hour to sort of get into the stream and then move into the content. But just given that that's a thing, maybe we should do that straight away. Actually, you know what I should do first? I should have a look at how much energy I do have, because I have been doing my regular I don't even have the Brave browser open. Oh no, I had it over here. I have been doing my regular DLive BTT staking, so I should well, I mean, that was last night. It should be back to normal. Yes, let's do Sun.io now. Okay, cool. So folks, hey, Kangaroo Beats in the house. How you doing, man? How you going, Kangaroo Beats? This here is the Brave browser. Let's butt it right up against the edge here. Let's make it look a little neater. You yahoos should be using Brave. Why? Why? Let me just make it look neater so you can see everything. You should be using Brave because you get freaking paid to use it. Look at my BAT earnings this month. 11. I've never really gone over 10. There's 11 basic attention tokens earned this month. That's the value of 5 US. Let's call it 6 US bucks. How did I earn that? I didn't do anything. I just used the browser. You might as well use it, right? If they're going to pay you, you might as well use it. Bitcoin is around 32K right now. Yeah, there you go. Also, let me just show you this. I have added. Actually, should I do this on scene? Yeah, no, I'll show it to you. Let me just open up my Discord. I have added a airdrop section, an airdrop server to the Gives a Minute Discord. Why? A lot of times we hear people say, I want to get into crypto, but I don't have any money for coins. Well, an airdrop is a great way to get coins. Sometimes the airdrops are a little sort of, hard to follow. It's a bit sketchy. You're not sure what to do. You don't know how to get a wallet. Like today, I didn't know how to. One of these airdrops was a BEP20. And I wasn't sure how to do that, how to add the BEP20 address to my Metamask. So I've done it now, and I know how it's done. So what I am doing, or what I want to do, and what I have done, that sounded terrible, is to put a little server in the Discord called Gives Crypto Airdrops. Now I'll show it to you here, so that when you come into the crypto, into the Gives a Minute server Discord, you can also find it. So if you come into the Gives a Minute Discord, you've got all the channels here: Gives General Chat, Gives a Minute Related, Gives Yourself, Gives a Channel Recommend, Gives Tech, Gives Desktop Background, Gives Music, Gives Emotes in other people's sites, Gives Stickers in the Wild, Gives Starlink, Gives Benefits, Gives Crypto. This is not the place for it. Actually, I'm going to move this one. Actually, I'll do this right now. I'm going to move this one across. Let's get rid of that. Let's delete that. Because I want to put this in this new channel, Gives Crypto Airdrops. This is the start of the Gives Crypto Airdrops channel. Found a new airdrop? Question mark. We all love free coin, so post your referral links here. Also, feel free to post questions if you need help setting up the airdrops. So I've already got one there, the Bremet airdrop, and this one's going in now. Another airdrop, folks, Cointree airdrop. That's the one that needed the BEP20 into MetaMask. So I've done that. And what I want to do is, if you have an airdrop and then you get a referral link, and then if we follow your referral link down the airdrop path, you often get more coin. So that's why I've got that there. This one here, this Bremet one, is a referral, and that's a referral link. So if you click these and you go ahead with the airdrop, I earn an extra coin, or an extra whatever the coins are. And that's why that's an open channel for you yahoos to put your own down there, so we can all benefit from it. So if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else and you're wondering, how do I get there? Please come on over to dlive.tv right here and go down below. Just go down in my channel. Go down to the bottom and you'll find at the very bottom there is a link to my Discord. And when you get in there, that's what you'll see, the Discord here. Yeah, airdrops, I mean, it's been said a number of times on my stream, oh man, I want to get into crypto, but I haven't got any money. Well, airdrops, you don't need any. Some of them, and these are the ones that I'll deny or that I'll question, some of them you do need to have some of the coin in the wallet, which I think is dubious. It's like, you're going to give me an extra set of coins on a particular date because I tweet out your message and I retweet this and I tag people and blah, 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 but only if I already own your coin? Dude, that's funky. So those ones are just like, pfft. If you've got one like that, and unless you want to give some of the coins to us to get us started, then don't put it in the Discord. But so I set that up there, and I think that's pretty handy for everybody to earn some free coin. But I am going to close Discord now. I don't like having Discord open while I stream. I think it's a bit of a resource hog, kind of like Chrome. And I've been having a little audio issue of the last 3 or 4 days, and I noticed that I have had Discord open, so I've gone back to closing it. But let's go over here to the Brave browser, which you should be using, not affiliated, but bam, why would you not use it? $6 worth of BAT right there from this month. Hello, thank you. Let me have a look. First of all, let's load my Metamask, my Tronlink wallet. These are the dots. You know how this works. Put those dots in and you can get access to my Tronlink. So I have Parched Asbro. I just did an 11K fitness walk, so give me a break. More or less, I got a full bar of energy and a full bar of bandwidth, so we're good to go. I've been rolling over my BTT rewards on DLive this week, so that's why there's so little. But one other thing I want to do, Comtech, I'd also like to have a look at voting rewards, because I had a quick glance in there a couple of days ago, and I've got about 8 TRX in unclaimed voting rewards. That's the most I've ever seen in there, so I'll do that as well. What was that noise? Kangaroo Beats, the Brave app on the iPhone has been playing up a bit. So I'll confess, I don't actually use it on my iPhone. I only use the desktop version of Brave. I probably would start using it on my phone, but the thing is, I don't really use a browser on my phone. I don't really do the internet per se on my phone. In fact, my phone's a dead phone. It doesn't actually have an internet connection unless I'm within Wi-Fi. I don't have a 4G connection unless I take my mobile hotspot with me, the one that I use to stream. So I hardly even use a browser on the phone. So I haven't really done that yet, but it's been playing up. Okay. So let's go to sun.io. So, I should have kept the Discord open because Comtech did give us some you know what? I'll just open it up again and I'll just read out what Comtech suggested with us in the Discord, because this is some part of this. What we're about to do is what Comtech suggested. So I'll just read out. You don't mind me reading this, Comtech? These are private messages, DMs. They're not public. I guess I'm going to wait to find out if you're cool, but I'm going to assume you're okay with me reading it. But I just want to make certain, because whenever I read anything anyone's ever sent me, if it's in public, I'll read it without confirmation. But if it's in a DM, I'll ask first. Go ahead. Cool, Comtech. Okay, so he said, I wanted to let you know, in the Sun in the Sun Stake LP, besides vesting Sun and TRX liquidity pool LP, you are able to claim Sun and TUSD rewards, and then you can stake and lock in the rewards page. Wow! That's what I said. Wow! Who did that? Deus Ex Prime Machina. How you doing, man? Thank you for the lemon, dude. I'll provide screenshots for clarity. So he's got a screenshot there. Oh, you can't see this, but I'm reading it to you, but you don't need to see it. But he's got a screenshot, which we're going to walk through this. He's got stake and lock, claim Sun and TUSD rewards. At the bottom of the page are the expiry dates listed for the instances that you either vested or staked and locked respectively. And then I said, sweet man, I'll follow the screenshots and try that on mine, but I didn't say on the stream. So we've waited a week to do this. We'll do it now on stream. So let's go over here and let's take a look at this. So this is the stake LP is what we're looking for here. Now this obviously ties into my Tronlink wallet, which is still active in the background here. So we're going to keep an eye on the network fees that this does cost, but let's go ahead and do this. So walk me through this, Kangaroo. Walk me through this, Comtech. We're going to withdraw. There's my staked balance. Rewards. Okay, that's going under there. Let's close that down. Click on vest. Okay, so this is Sun TRX LP staking. Blueski's in the house. G'day, Blueski's. How you doing? Let's hit that vest. Please approve in the wallet. So we're now vesting 20.93 Sun. This is the request signature. Tokens should be avoided. Deus Ex Machina. I'm not too sure what you're referring to. Tokens in general. We're going to accept this signature. Transaction sent. We'll just view this on TronScan. Just want to see how much this did burn of my energy and of bandwidth. So we have confirmed, and the bandwidth. Ooh. How much energy did that take? Dude. That cost me 16 TRX. Holy balls. Okay. That burnt 237,000. That wiped my energy right out, and then it burnt my liquid TRX. Wow, dudes. No, wow, Comtech. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Look at that shizzle. Let's get rid of my wallet so we can see it clearly. You guys can see that, right? That consumed a decent amount of bandwidth, and then it took that much energy. 237,825 of my energies. That's more energy than I had, so therefore it did burn 16 TRX. So if I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to have to obtain more energy. I'm going to have to freeze more TRX to have enough energy to cover at least 240,000. So what have we got in my... Can we... How much TRX have I got? I've got 82 available balance. But there is also the unclaimed reward. I also want to have a look at High Tron and see if I can withdraw my 100 again. Let's yeah, okay, while we're here, let's do this. Let's take a look at High Tron, because I've given them a week. So hang on, let me just do, let me pause this. Or are we completed there? Elfsar in the house. Hello, Elfsar. Lots of my financial advisors recommend buying Ethereum right now. There you go. Well, I'm not a financial advisor. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't recommend doing anything financially, not advice. So transaction sent. So I vested the Sun TRX LP. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to sideswipe here. We're going to open up Tron. Now this is after a week of not being able to withdraw my initial deposit.
Something just tickling my nasal passage. Passage.
CompTech, oh my goodness gracious me, 1,000 TRX, dude. CompTech, all right, man. Thank you. Holy balls. Something just tickled my nasal passage. It was CompTech dropping 1,000 TRX. Dude, thank you, man. We're going to freeze that, suckers. We're going to get the amount of energy above the necessary requirement. Thank you, CompTech. Still going to have a look at this, though. Haven't had my nasal passage tickled like that for a while. Dude, that was rad. Thank you, man. So let's take a look at this. Let's sign in. This site, okay, so here's the thing. This site is potentially a scam. And here's the thing. We're going to do this live for the second week in a row. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to make a dedicated video on YouTube where I try to do the same thing, where I don't want to do it live because it's already now 23 minutes into a stream, and it would be silly to put this up on YouTube as a Tron is a scam, and then you got to skip forward to 23. I'm going to do a separate video where I do the same thing now. Don't forget, I sent them an email last week and I haven't had anything back. So I did not realize this transaction would blow your wallet. Thank you, man. Well, we're going to work on that. Thank you, dude. Thank you. So I should be able to, this is my TRX that's accumulating, right? So this is my, actually, I'll just make sure I don't show anyone's email addresses here. My plan. So this is the plan I'm on Tron, Standard Plus. It's expired. To get on the Standard Plus, you need to deposit 100 TRX, which I have done. So we're on the gold section here. This is the plan I was using, Standard Plus 100 TRX. I deposited 100. And I've already earned my profit on top of the initial investment, 267. As you can see here, it's actually a little bigger than that. There was an additional referral that I had in there, which didn't quite tally up exactly. But either way, at this point, because I'm past my plan, I should be able to go ahead and withdraw my initial investment, right? That was the plan here, to withdraw my initial investment of 100 from this 285 and then to reinvest that, and basically then you're playing with your winnings, right? You're not playing with your initial, you haven't lost anything. But watch this. Watch this. Go back to, where is it again? Go back to my account. I'll just get off scene just in case it brings up. I just don't like hitting that in case, because there are email addresses in here that belong to people. Account, affiliate, my wallet. Okay, so I've gone to my wallet. I just clicked on my wallet here. So I'm in my wallet. So now I go to withdraw. I'm going to withdraw 100. These are all the versions of 100 we've put in here, but let's just go with the simplest form of 100, which is 1 plus 2 zeros. That is my initial investment. I'm going to withdraw this to my Tronlink. That amount is larger than your balance. As you can see, there's my balance, 285. In what planet is 100 larger than 285? On no planet I know. So then we thought, well, maybe we're putting 100 in wrong. Maybe we got to put 100 in with this many dots, a dot, and then this many zeros. G'day, Melbourne Doug. How you doing, man? Then we thought maybe we got to put it in with a comma. All of these options come back with the same error. Minimum 25, max. They even got dots here themselves. 25.0000000. Maybe I got to click confirm. Newberry, hello Gibbs, hello Newberry. That amount is larger than your balance. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Have you tried dollar valuation? I'm not too sure what that is, alcoholic. What's dollar valuation? Let's put 100 in and let's go. Instead of hitting confirm, I'll hit withdraw now. That didn't do anything. So withdraw now opens up that little tab, right? And then you hit confirm. So I'm not doing it wrong, right? I'm just trying to illustrate that I'm not doing it wrong. We'll do it one more time. That amount is larger than your balance. There's my balance. So here's the scam. This site only allows you to deposit. It doesn't let you withdraw. The worth of 100 TRX in US dollars? No, that's we're not looking at US dollars here. We're looking at, if I reinvest, select plan, all the plans, all the information is in TRX here. It doesn't mention US dollars ever. So what I'm saying is, this is the amount of TRX I have, 285, which includes my initial investment of 100 plus my earnings over the last 50 days to get to 285. And as you can see, it's still accumulating, right? It's still going up. It's still going up as we speak, but they don't let you withdraw it. So what did I do? I went to the contact page. I dropped them an email, of which I never had a response. It's been 7 days. We did this at the end of I did it after the stream last week. No response. Try selecting 50 TRX. I don't want to withdraw 50 though. Then I'll get nabbed with, but I'll give it a shot. Let's go 50. That amount is larger than your balance. So I tried and it doesn't work. And what I'm illustrating here is that now that we've done this and we've done it very, very clearly, it's 100% a scam. And I am going to make a scathing YouTube video, and I'm going to do it under 10 minutes, right? Just a quick video explaining how this is a scam, showing my example, no email back. And the thing is, I have had an email from these people because I had a referral. I put a referral link, and I did get people coming in off the referral link, and they sent me an email saying, congratulations, here's your referral bonus. Now I replied to that email saying, because Comptech had issues with this site as well, and I replied to the email sort of to help Comptech to see if my reply would trigger a response back from them. And I never got any. And all my question was, oh, thanks for the email. Will my referral bonuses get put on top of my account, or will it be a separate amount? Like, will it go straight in, or will I have to do something? Just a very general question, just to see if they'd respond. Nothing. No response. So then I sent them an email last week, very clear about my situation. How come I can't withdraw, blah, blah, blah. No response. It's been 7 days. So it's time to call these scammers out. Absolute scam. Danako, how you doing, man? Haven't seen Danako for a while. Classic Justin Sun. How do we know this is Justin Sun related? Hi Tron, just because it's on the Tron network doesn't necessarily mean it's Justin Sun. Plus they used to have an online chat. That's no longer there. Yeah, Trusky. Did I keep a screenshot of the email I sent? I don't know if I did. Doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, a complete scam. Look at the payouts page. 550. What are these dates here? The 14th of the 7th. That's today. Can we clarify this wallet address on Tronscan? How do you do a look up Tronscan Explorer? How do you do a look up for a wallet address on Tronscan? Search by address. Search by address. I'm just having a look at this latest this one here for 50. Transaction details, success. 8 minutes ago. I mean, am I doing something wrong here? They're getting success. 50 TRX. I mean, I'll copy that exact amount and pop it in. It's definitely related to Justin. How do you know, though? Should I tweet at Justin? That amount is larger than your balance. I just tried to withdraw 50 of my 285. What the what kind of a... I'm not in a plan, right? My plan has expired. I'm not in a plan, so I'm not locked in anything. My plan, that's expired. My plan is free. So I guess we're getting a little sideswiped here. This site is a scam. I'm going to make a scathing video and I will tweet it at Justin Sun. And if maybe you got to pay some kind of gas, I've got enough gas in there. I've got enough gas in my Tronlink. It's all linked back to your Tronlink. I've got liquid. Actually, oh wow. Let me refresh that because Comtech did send 1,000 TRX to my wallet. There it is. So I've got 1,082 TRX. I've definitely got enough. I've got enough in there for some gas fee, 100%. There's my accounts. So I don't know. All I'm doing here is letting you know. Do not use this site. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Do not use. Do not use that site. Do not touch that. Do not put anything into that site. You will earn, but you will not be able to withdraw it. Crazy, right? And I don't believe that it's Justin Sun, but I mean, it makes sense to tag him in a tweet about it because it is on the Tron network, right? That's like someone making a Gives a Minute website, for example. I highly doubt someone wants to portray Justin. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. Let's continue with the. Let's freeze a bunch of TRX so that we never get slammed with this massive fee again. So what we're going to do, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. So we need to get this amount of energy. Let's have a look at the energy, TRX energy calculator. There is a calculator here that we've used once before. Tron station. I think it's here. Right on, Gibbs. Thank you. No worries, Newberry. My advice, don't touch it. That's not it. This is not what I wanted. Energy cost calculations. Is this it? Energy calculator, right here, dude. How did I not see that? Okay, so by freezing TRX, 1 TRX equals that amount of energy. So if I'm gonna freeze 1,000 TRX, I will receive that amount of energy. Now let's open up a calculator. I'll just put this over here. Actually, no, I'll put it here because otherwise it'll bounce all over the place. I'll put it down here. So the amount of TRX, the amount that I already have is, hang on, how much do we need? So in total, let's just call it 240,000 and 3 zeros. We need that amount. Let's round it up from 237,825 to 240,000. So, is that the right amount of zeros? 240. My eyesight's crap. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've already got 1, 2. Man, I can't even see that. 474. So we need that amount of energy. 100. 115,000 approximately. So go back to the calculator here. This will get us 28,609. So we're still going to be well and truly short. But that's interesting. Have I done that math correct? That's going to get us that much energy? That's correct, isn't it? That's the energy. 124,473. I think that's correct. Yep. Okay. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna freeze it. We will still be burning some when we transact with the vest, but at least we won't be burning as much. So let's go back. Let's go and freeze some TRX. So we got 1,000. We're going to freeze 1,000 clear. Divide the 11526 by 28.6 to find out how many trons you'd need in total. Did I miss a step, did I? Yeah, 28.6 I see on there. 28, divide that by 28.6. Yeah, of course. Because one tron equals 28.6 energies. So 4,000. So we're still going to be short, but not as far off as we were. Tratusclado. What kind of a game is that? This isn't a game. This is cryptocurrency, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Let's do this then. Let's freeze. Let's go back here. Does freezing cost energy? I hope not. I don't think it does. Let's freeze. It goes over here, and we are going to freeze. We're going to obtain. It's a little bit sort of sketchy the way that's worded. We're going to obtain Tron power and bandwidth. G'day, mate. G'day, Tratusculado. We are going to freeze 1,000 TRX here. Estimate gain 1,000 Tron power and that much bandwidth. And this is confusing because we actually don't want power, we want energy. But at this point, power is energy. But it's worded very strange. Obtain resources and Tron power. I want to make certain I've done that one. You want energy. Yeah, I think I did that wrong. Let's close that. Let's close that. Obtain. Yes. Thank you, Comtech. I chose the wrong one here. It was defaulted to Tron power and bandwidth. We wanted Tron power and energy. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's go and do this correctly. This will obtain 28,607 energies and the extra 1,000 power. So let's do this. I confirm to freeze this for at least 72 hours, which I'm going to freeze for longer. This is now going to be permanently frozen. So let's freeze that sucker. And there'll be a little request signature over here, which it popped up, and we will accept the signature. You have successfully frozen that transaction of 1,000 TRX. If we go back here to Tronlink and we refresh, so now you can see the energy bar is up to 153,080. So of that energy consumption we burnt, we still are below the required amount, but it's better than not, right? So Comtech, thank you so much for contributing that. That's what that's for. I also want to have a look in here at my unclaimed voting rewards. Update your votes with the new frozen energy as well, alcoholic. Bingo bango. So let's do that. What did I close that for? Let's this is my wallet here, right? So I'll just make that a little smaller. It's a little funky when it's not quite sitting on the page correctly. So yeah, I've got 10. I don't know if you can see that now. I've gone to I've got 10 TRX unwithdrawn. So should I withdraw those now? There's going to be a transaction fee on that, isn't there? How are we looking with the energy levels? I might not withdraw those yet. I'm thinking that's going to cost more than the energy I've got. So what we'll do is we'll update our votes with the frozen energy. So let's do this. So I'd hold it off for now. It'll use energy. Yeah. Good call, folks. So we'll close this and we'll go back to voting here. Vote. This opened up a fresh page, just cleaner. But it's nice to see 10 TRX there from voting rewards. That'll accumulate to 100 pretty relatively quickly, I guess. So if I hit voting, totals, it's a little bit weird when it's displayed that way. I have 1,000 available, and I've put mine on. Which one was it again, Comptech? We used the same one, didn't we? We used. I can't remember. Should I reset it and just go again with the new vote with everything? I think if I reset and start a fresh vote system, that's the way to do it. It's not very clear how you can't see who you're voting for there. Totals 5351, available 1,000. Why would this not just have my vote? Have I got to click voting first here? Oh, I'm going to reject that. That's actually telling me to vote. I'll reject that for the time being. Yeah, this has never been clear to me. Click on your VLT. Click on your VLT. It's easier on the phone. VLT. Click on your vote. I guess that's click on your vote. Click on your vote. Did you mean click on voting? It's easier on the phone. I do have the phone app, but then you guys won't be able to see. And the idea is to showcase as we go along. Hold on, Comtech. Okay, cool. I'll hold on. I'll hold off on that. I wonder if that transaction fee on the vesting was just that high, strange, like an odd one out thing. Like remember the other week that it went up and then it went back down again? Because that was a very expensive transaction. Very expensive. I mean, we're looking up to Ethereum network there. We voted on the crypto chain. It should be on to the right of the page if you scroll. There's nothing further to the right. But we voted on crypto chain. That's right. I remember crypto chain. Let's just crypto chain. Why can't I search in there? Crypto chain. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. There's my votes. So if I add more to it, right? Yeah, here we go. So that's my total. Yeah, it's a little clunky the way this system works, because like you've got the available amounts up here which you can vote, and you've got your total here, and you see if I go down, the voting availability changes up because I'm not using them. So we just go back to fully. If you vote on Crypto Chain, you should look into Crypto Guy in ZA. So now I hit voting, right? Now I hit voting, and this is going to give us a... So this will now cost energy, won't it? They should update the Tronscan interface. Yeah, it's pretty clunky. It's deposited daily 90% plus 3% for long-term votes. Wow! Music Man, thank you for the lemon. Wow! Let's accept this. We're going to just get whatever it costs here, I guess. Thanks for voting. You don't have to waste energy and withdraw because it's deposited daily 90% plus 3% for long-term voters. What do you mean? The voting rewards? $82 available. We didn't yeah, okay, so I don't have to withdraw them, but when I go to here and go to... Oh, what? Unwithdrawn rewards. Yeah, 10 here. This bit here is confusing me. They'll remain unwithdrawn unless I withdraw them, right? Unless I hit withdraw. The airdrop daily. What airdrop? What's it? I don't. What? I'm lost. What airdrop are you talking about? What is airdrop? I never receive an airdrop of TRX daily. I've never had that. I've got a. I always get. Yeah, they remain until withdrawn. That's Comtech. Yeah, that's. Oh, you're talking about something else. Crypto Guy ZA. Okay. Okay. So that's not related to this. Okay. Okay. Well, I think as far as that goes, so back over here, Comtech, have we completed our mission here? We completed this transaction, right? Oh, you get rewards from Crypto Guy ZA for voting on Tronscan for him. Really? Okay. Okay, so I could go to his site and I'd be earning an airdrop reward for voting for him on Tronscan, is what you're saying. Gotcha. I'll go to the rewards tab. Okay, up the top here, rewards. About vests and locks. Sun earned from staking liquid LP can be vested to earn TUSD rewards. Where the Sun tokens will be vested for 2 months, the early exit will result in 50% penalty. Besides earning TUSD rewards, users who stake and lock Sun can also earn and claim any penalty incurred above at any time. Vests or locks in the same cycle will expire at the same time. A cycle is defined as 7 days starting every Thursday. Okay, so I've staked and locked this amount, and my rewards. Stake and lock has better returns. Your tokens available to withdraw without penalty. None available to be withdraw with an early penalty, which we're not going to do. So at this point, this is waiting to turn over for the first week because we just did it. We just did it today. That amount will grow. Hold on until you have a larger amount. Yeah, cool. Yeah, very cool. Okay. Well, that's handled. That's handled now. Once again, Comtech, thank you so much for the generosity with that TRX donation, dude. That's very kind, man. That's frozen. It's going to stay frozen. I am wondering if that transaction was that expensive as a one-off, or if it's always. I mean, you've been doing this, right? Have you noticed how much it's using, like how much energy it uses, and because that's way higher than bankroll.network to transact on. So maybe it's just a one-off. At the bottom of the screen, it shows when the rewards can be withdrawn. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay, the Thursday, the September the 9th. Okay. and I'll withdraw that as TUSD. Right, and we'll see this amount going up, right? Okay, cool. Should we put a calendar event in? I'll put a calendar event here. I've not seen that much in energy. Yeah, I reckon it might just be a rarity, maybe. I'm going to pop this in here. Thursday, September 9. We'll do it the following Wednesday. Oh no, we'll do an extra stream. We'll do an extra stream. Thursday, September 9. Energy, vesting sun energy. I'm going to say sun.io. Vest can be withdrawn. So we'll do an extra stream then. Almost 9/11. Woo! Okay, so that's done. I'll put a little alert there for myself. And I'll say, do an extra crypto stream. I'm just doing this for my own benefit, but you guys will also see it happen. By the way, we mustn't be, well, around that time, we'd be coming up to Bankroll Network. We said we'd do Bankroll Network for a year, for 12 months, because it costs 10% to put in and 10% to take out. So we said we'd do it for 12 months. That'll be coming up around September, October as well. Whatever the date was for Big Payday on Hex is sort of around the time that I got started in crypto, maybe 2 weeks before that. So I guess we didn't probably get on Bankroll until a month after or so. But what we're going to do, folks, we're going to take a pause here. We're going to come back and we're going to look at Stellar XLM Lumens. That's the content. I know we've taken a while to get through this section, but there's a lot going on then, right? Hi, Tron.network. Get that crap out of here. Hex is making moves. Hell, man. 12 cents it was up to. Token Goodies shows all the different rewards for who you vote for when you look in your free time. Oh, really? Actually, before we do move on, Alcoholic, have you got a link to the person who we're voting for, Crypto Chain, for where I can see that stuff? Like, I know you've just got that link going there, but I'm going to grab that out anyway. But do you happen to have a link for Crypto Chain, who we do vote for? Tokengoodies.com. They want to give me some cookies as well. Got it. Token Energy Exchange, an open marketplace where you can buy, sell Tron Energy. Tron Voter Rewards Calculator, calculate rewards. It's on here? Okay. Your votes, 1,000 TRX change. What? So call me. Okay, so I guess we could search here. No search. Token Goodies. Looking for. Is this crypto guy in ZA? That's. Type in the top how many you have. Your votes. Change. How much did we vote for? I cannot recall. Now it's gone. Where's my voting? So my votes, if I click voting, 5,351. Let's just get rid of that. 5,351. Show rewards. Oh, that's in TRX. Your power is your votes. See, man, it's a bit misleading, isn't it? Where's my power here? This is energy and bandwidth. So this is in TRX. So they don't want these aren't my votes then. Man, it's I'll tell you what, it's pretty clunky. It's pretty clunky. So I got to click my voting. So these are my total votes, 5,351. But you're saying the power, my Tron power, is my vote. Man, that's confusing. Why not put that? Why not just use that number? Why bring it back to TRX? That shows your daily cycle rewards, but where do you obtain these from? So the one that we did was crypto chain. We vote for crypto chain. More info. They're in Brazil. So we vote for these guys. So I'm not too sure what this is showing me. My voter rewards to 0.25, a quarter of a TRX each cycle. So this doesn't airdrop to my wallet. This goes into my Tron unwithdrawn voting rewards. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Like, it was just a little confusing. It's like, what's the difference between Cryptoza? I don't know, dude. We don't vote for Cryptoza, do we? Where was Cryptoza again? Yeah, this guy. The same rewards here. 0.25. So what this is a tally, a leaderboard, which explains very clearly, or very simply, I suppose. It's a shame there's no search feature, but it shows you what your rewards for voting are. So when you freeze TRX, you obtain power to vote. So you might as well vote. It's just a little bit sort of, I mean, not a little. It's very, very cumbersome even explaining it, why it's set up that way. It's not meant to look easy. I think it's meant to look hard. Not the same. Reread it. Not the same. 0.25 last cycle and 0.25 current cycle and 1.01 in one day. Why can't you put these together? Fuck, this is clunky as. 0.12 TRX one day. So this is better. Additional 1% rewards for long-term votes. So this one is additional 3% rewards for long-term voters. Occasional BTT airdrops. Okay, you've got me. You've got me. If it was easy to be called your mum, but I'm ching. Moose, I'll pay that. I'll pay that. Okay, you've got me, alcoholic. I'm going to change my votes. If he occasionally drops BTT airdrops, I want in on that. More info. Crypto guy in South Africa. Is this you, by the way, alcoholic? Is this you, dude? Is this you? Are you crypto guy in South Australia or South Africa? Is a cryptocurrency enthusiast in South Africa providing insight and sharing. Let me make this larger. And sharing his own experience with industry-leading digital currencies based on blockchain-generated technology. I'm 34 years old and reside in South Africa. My name is Louis. Louis, we gotta go. I work as an IT consultant. I've been working in IT for over 13 years. I have exposure working with various pieces of software and I can adapt as needed. I have a personal passion for crypto and taking this journey with the Tron community. I believe that most people involved in cryptocurrencies are outside of the African continent and are large companies. I would like to be one of the first real independent ambassadors for crypto in Africa, and I want Tron to be one of those cryptocurrencies. I strongly believe cryptocurrencies should be for the people and need independent people like me. I do not believe that this should be centralized or be controlled by large companies. I also believe that I have excellent English, which will assist to expand the Tron message into English-speaking countries. Hell yeah! Plus, your rewards are airdropped to your wallet each day, so no energy gets burnt. I think you put an extra W on the word no when you meant no, not now. He's got a YouTube channel. Let me just have a quick sneaky peek at his YouTube channel. I'll give him a little sub. Tron Live, that's not his channel. That's not his channel. I was going to sub that channel. Tron Live video campaign. Tron Live. Crypto guy in Africa for stable network. Rewards. I offer both TRX or token rewards. Yes, you as a voter can choose which one. Yes, you have options. Also, the reward is one of the most accurate and can be tracked to the most granular detail by voters. I pay out every day at 8:20 CAT time. Track your weekly rewards here and see the detailed breakdown. TRX, dude, I'm going to bookmark this shizzle. Tron dashboard. Okay, well, I'm not in there yet, obviously, but let's get rid of that. It's not me, but he's an OG. Okay, well, you've convinced me, dude. We're currently sharing 89% details here, 86% shared with voters, 3% shared with loyal voters that remain for 360 rounds. Okay, well, I'll be in it for the long haul. Token rewards. If you hold the token Crypto Guy and ZA token, you get 100% vote boost. 2 times the rewards. For every token distributed, we have 1 TRX backing it. That means the token's minimum value is 1 TRX. The 2 times is on the token held in your wallet. So there is a way to get token buy 1 on the DEX or switch TRX rewards to token. Wow. Okay. First of all, let's change my vote. First of all, let's go to here and go to vote. Nicely played, Alcoholic. I appreciate you letting me know about this, dude. Let's get on this round. Let's cancel the vote and let's go down to voting. Let's go down to, where is it? Here we go. Let's reduce all those. So my total obtainable, can I just put 0 in there? Yes, I can. So let's go back to Crypto Guy in South Africa. Where is he? Why does the percent show 0 for Crypto Guy in South Africa? Does it really? Yeah, that's intriguing. Yeah, what's with that? Percentage 0. Right there. Good question, Comtech. What's with this? Because it drops daily? Because he drops his rewards daily? I'm going to give him all the votes I've got. There we are. And confirm the signature. So now we are voting. Try it for a day. Yeah, I'll try it. I've done it. I'm in, and that means I could then have. Please click on the search button to locate your address. If I refresh here. But it should show what percentage of rewards are shared. Is he the only one like that without a percentage showing? No, there's plenty of them with that. I like big games. Thank you for the follow. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D live stream. Thanks for the follow. There's a bunch of them there with 0%. I don't know, but I've used it for 3 years. So what do I need to do now then? I mean, I'm assuming I'm already in. So this should refresh By the way, this says it's under development. Version 0.0a under development. Just pay mine to the token goodies site. So this site here. Rewards change in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Let me just refresh that. Can I drag these around? That'd be handy if you could just move them around. Nah, okay. So we go back to, what's his name again? Crypto guy here. TRX reward sharing, that's the percentage. Just wait for your rewards every day. So they'll go into my Tronlink wallet. It'll come in here in the form of TRX, right? What is it you're voting on? This is voting on blockchain transactions on the Tron network. So validating the Tron network. Is that correct? Alcoholic, they'll come in here as TRX. So I'll keep an eye how much I've got here, and we'll see the rewards come in. There's some rewards there from previous votes, I guess. Very, very minimal. So is that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bookmark this page. Token goodies, I'll put that there. And I'll also bookmark that. And I'll add them to a folder later on. But I feel like we've got to the conclusion of that. I just want to say, Alcoholic, thanks for letting me know about that. When we looked into voting before, Comtech had more knowledge of it than I do, but he was saying we want to look for the ones with the biggest returns. Those ones that have 0% on TronScan are a little concerning, but if we're looking at this page instead, you're seeing 90% here. Voting has ended. Refresh the page. Let's see what this does. And then the voting period now goes back to 5 hours. So if we go down to, he's bumped up because I voted for him. So he's now third from the top, right? What is this occasionally BTT airdrops? How do you get in on that? How do you get on the BTT airdrops? And maybe I should be converting some of my TRX that's left over into his coin. Should I do that? Should I convert a couple of TRX into his coin? If you hold the token crypto guy, and this is his token, you get 100% vote boost. That is 2 times the reward for every token distributed. Wow! It's my world. Thank you for the lemon. We have 1 TRX backing it. That means the token's minimum value is whatever 1 TRX is valued at. Important that 2 times is on the token held in your wallet. You know what? Maybe I should do that another time. We have spent a while on here. I've never done that, and it will be new to me as well. Let's not do it this time. I feel like we've spent, we normally, we're an hour in, we normally take half an hour and then we get into the content. If you are here for XLM Stellar Lumens, I apologize. Something got in the way. I want to go and get a coffee, and I want to come back. We've finished this section, right? The TRX section. We've discussed Tron being a scam. We've changed our voting rewards to that crypto guy in South Africa. We have vested some liquid pool interest from Sun.io. We have frozen a bunch of TRX to up our energy levels. Thank you, Comtech. And I feel like we've naturally concluded that point. So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at Stellar Lumens. I'm going to leave you with some surfing, which I did 2 days ago. I'm going to run out and grab a coffee. I'll be back in time. Hopefully, I'm going to give myself a little advantage here by getting ready, getting these off. And I'll see you back momentarily.
Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave a Day edit. Wow, just got back in from my surf. It was fun out there. Some good sections. Oh, the point's working now too. Yeah. Maybe I should have been out there. Either way, I didn't. Oh, hang on, you weren't even seeing that. The point's firing there, look at that. But I was out here on this section and it was still fun. A lot of movement of water going that way though. Now I've got sand in my eye. Yeah, a lot of drag, constantly pushing that way. Constant paddle back to the section. But I think I did okay. Good morning, Tuesday. It's a beautiful morning. Water is getting colder, being that we are middle month of winter.
And another, we are waving at another place, at another town, in another world I'm sailing, with another friend and another boat, with a rock and a sling, I'm sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting. Sail to the moon, drive by the stars, rock to the sun, I'm sailing, with a wind that comes and a tide that turns, set the sail and run, I'm sailing, pushing through the...
How you doing?
Hey, brother.
Nice day. Yeah, nice day, huh?
Lovely. It's weird to see you around, bro. We were on a deep dive on your channel the other night.
Yeah, did you? Have a good look?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I like what you do.
Thank you, man. Thank
I
you.
met them dudes, bro.
Not the punching. Another incident. It wasn't even him in the footage.
Sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting. In another land of another earth, sitting on a rock, I'm sailing with energy.
There's that left, I told you. The left, right? Sometimes that one comes up and hell yeah.
At the end of the world, it's the end of your life. Till the end of time, I'm sailing. I'm not waiting. I'm not 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 sailing. I'm not waiting.
What do you think? What do you say? What do you know? What do you do? How did I do? Was that okay? Some little sections out there, some good fun. I enjoyed it. Now look, while I sit down and think about just how much I enjoyed it, you guys can go back to the live stream.
Are you guys back? Oh, you guys are already back. Ah! I hardly had any time there. I rushed out, I took a slash, filled up my water, put a sweater on, turned the heater on for a moment, made a coffee and came running back in, and you're already back. It's nice to know you're all cozy here. Nice surfing. Thank you, Comtech. Cheers, man. So let's move on. Learn about Stellar XLM Lumens. This is their website. Good place to start. Stellar is an open network for storing and moving money. So we've heard this before with other coins. So this is nothing new. It's borderless, limitless, and powerful. Stellar makes it possible to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money, dollars, pesos, Bitcoin, pretty much anything. It's designed so all the world's financial systems can work together on a single network. Stellar makes money better. Can I make that larger? Yeah, there you go. Stellar's API and SDKs are ready to help you transform the world of finance, and the network's currency connections could give even a small company the power and reach of an international bank. Here's what you can build with a few lines of code. Global payment apps, asset exchanges, micropayment services, designed for developers. There's some code for you. Built on Stellar. Large enterprise companies and companies as small as single dev startups have chosen Stellar to move money and access new markets. These are the projects you can learn about. But that's from their website. Now, if we look at YouTube, from the Exodus crew, we love their wallets. They've got a great video here, I hope, explaining what Stellar and XLM is all about. Let's take a look.
Hey Crypto Nation, I'm Chris with Exodus, and we're going to take a look at one of the most well-known and oldest cryptocurrencies out there, XLM Stellar Lumens. Now, although these terms are usually interchangeable, they actually refer to different things. Stellar is the network, and Lumens are the blockchain's native tokens, and XLM is their market abbreviation, the so-called ticker. Stellar's goal is to bridge the gap between cryptocurrencies and fiat currencies by using the best of the two worlds. Fiat's wide adoption and the blockchain's decentralization and speed of transactions. Unlike other projects, it doesn't look to replace fiat currencies, but instead to bring them into the new era of borderless, nearly instant, and virtually feeless transactions. So, how does it do that? Hang with me for a few minutes as we answer the question, what is Stellar XLM? Stellar is an open source network for currencies and payments. It was co-founded in 2014 by Jed McCaleb, who previously founded Ripple, and Joyce Kim. The network was launched in 2015. That's even before Ethereum. Stellar allows its users to send dollars, euros, pesos, yens, and potentially any other currency to anyone with a Stellar address, anywhere in the world, with practically zero fees and in just a few seconds.
That's ridiculous.
And even though there are platforms nowadays that offer such transactions in the traditional financial system, Stellar does it blockchain style.
Why would you need a bank at that point? If you can send anyone any currency anywhere in the world with next to no fee, forget the bank, hey?
Decentralized and uncensored. So how do they do that? How do they bring fiat currencies onto the blockchain? The answer? By tokenization. If a Stellar user wants to send dollars to another user, they don't send actual dollars, but dollar tokens. These are tokens that live on the Stellar blockchain and have the same price as the dollar and are backed one-to-one by actual dollars in a bank account dedicated to this purpose. So when a user wants to cash out to actual fiat.
It's my world, exactly, right? This is the beautiful thing of the blockchain. This is why this is so rad. The El Cheapo fees are what's sexy about it. Moose, right on. Like, imagine, I mean, I don't have a use case for this personally, but if someone does have a use case, the idea of doing it almost feeless, incredible. I'm thinking like, I remember I did a job, so I did a photo shoot with well, they're massive actually. The band name's irrelevant, but for those that know, they're hardcore. Parkway Drive, a band in Australia. I did a photo shoot with them for a local magazine. The magazine the photo shoot got picked up globally, and all of a sudden I had a job lined up with a US magazine with the same band, and it was like, I got paid in a wire transfer and I got absolutely raped with fees. Not only did the magazine have to pay outgoing fees from their bank into Aussie dollars into the wire transfer, that was a fee at their end. Then there was a receiving fee at my end, in Australia. Then my bank had to charge me a fee to even put the wire transfer into my account. And then there was the currency conversion fee. All told, it was close to $110 in fees. Imagine if this existed back then. Semi-stellar. Done. Far out, man. Bring it, hey, bring it.
Dollars, there's always the necessary reserve to get their money. If you're thinking, Chris, that sounds a lot like stablecoins such as Tether or DAI and USDC, well, it's because it sort of does. In fact, Stellar boasts they invented stablecoins before it was even a word, but there are some key differences. Because
Greed
Stellar was
blows.
created with this exact purpose in mind, it takes the concept to a whole new level. The network doesn't privilege any particular currency, but instead can be used to tokenize any currency in the world. So on the Stellar network, you can have dollar tokens, euro tokens, yen tokens, and the list goes on and on. The tokenization process is integrated right into the network protocol and fully documented, making it extremely easy for any fintech company to issue fiat-backed tokens. In fact, anything can be tokenized in the same manner, not just currencies. Gold, silver, shares, corn bushels, or your hour as a consultant. Stellar achieves that through third-party companies called anchors. These
Any word, last chance to get Solenax SOLD on pre-sale for 30 cents right now and tomorrow. There you go. If you want to get in on that, folks, there it is.
companies take on the responsibility of bridging the gap between Stellar and the blockchain and the traditional financial system, either by issuing tokens or working as fiat on and off ramps, or both. And in exchange for these services, they usually charge some sort of fee. The Stellar Development Foundation, which is the non-profit organization founded in 2014 by Jeb Mc...
I'll grab that link out, any word. We'll have a look at it. We'll definitely have a look at that, man. Yeah, if you ever have a cool token that you want to, shill for us, and it's good timing, go ahead, put it in the chat. I'm not adverse to learning about something new.
Caleb, that works for the advancement and development of the network, sets some standards that all anchors should meet. These include always having a reserve that matches the issued tokens in a dedicated, audited bank account, complying with local regulations, applying KYC and AML policies when on-ramping or off-ramping users, and using local bank transfers and not wire transfers. For these reasons, anchors are usually local businesses that issue a particular currency and serve customers in their specific country or region. That's not all Stellar has to offer. Users can exchange any token they hold for any other token on the Stellar network, peer-to-peer, because Stellar has a decentralized exchange, or DEX, built right into the network with its order book and everything. All trades are atomic, meaning that either
This
both
coin,
sides of the trade complete
Stellar and XLM seems incredible, right? And it's one of the oldest bitcoins, one of the oldest cryptocurrencies. How come this isn't $30,000? This seems incredible.
simultaneously, or none does. What's more, let's say you have a business in the US and you want to pay a vendor in Mexico, but they want to be paid in pesos. You can send your tokenized dollars to them and they'll be converted on the fly, using the best conversion rate available to their respective pesos tokens, which then the vendor can use to pay their suppliers or cash them out for fiat pesos.
Stellar is
without
XLM.
having
No,
to
no.
convert them.
Stellar is the blockchain. XLM is the token on the blockchain. We just learned that.
First, borderless transactions.
But how come it's not bigger? Like it seems like such a good, useful token. Why is it not bigger? Dalsky, crypto value is nearly all hype driven. Hey, doing, man? Not when something is as useful as this. Like this is totally useful, right? What was that noise? Crikey.
in your local currency at their best. So what about Stellar XLM, or the Lumens token? Lumens are needed to pay the fees for transacting on the Stellar network. The minimum fee is 0.00001 XLM, practically zero, making Stellar Lumen an ideal for micropayments.
Super
And
cheap.
with transactions that are finalized in 5 seconds, Stellar does feel like instant cash. Now, Stellar Lumens aren't mined or produced. Instead, 100 billion Stellar Lumens were created upon network launch, with a 1% yearly inflation rate. But in October 2019, the inflation was removed and the total supply of XLM was reduced to a little over 50 billion.
Dale, useful should be the driving factor. I agree. However, it simply isn't. But have you been here from the start of this though? Like this is pretty rad. Like the ability to send any currency anywhere in the world for such a minimal fee. I can't believe this hasn't popped off way bigger. Yeah, it's weird.
And no more lumens will ever be added to this number. About 20 billion of them are in circulation at this time, and the rest are held by the Stellar Foundation to develop and promote Stellar. This large supply is probably what's keeping
It
the
should be
price of
higher.
XLM
It's been around
at
a long time,
relatively
any
low
word,
levels.
yeah.
But that doesn't prevent Stellar Lumen from holding the 17th position in the market cap at the time of this recording. And although XLM saw a steady decrease in price since its all-time high of 86 cents during the December 2017 bull run, Stellar Lumen's 2020 price has seen an increase of more than 100%,
Got a super
from
high
about 4
finite
cents at the
supply.
start of the year to around 10 cents today. Do you think the rise will continue, and can XLM attain its all-time high prices again, or even surpass them now that the supply?
Yasmin with the follow. Hey Yasmin, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow, Yasmin.
Supply has been halved. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you're bullish for XLM but don't have any or want to buy more, look no further. Buying XLM with other cryptocurrencies is the easiest thing to do with Exodus's one-click exchange. Exodus is a cryptocurrency wallet for your computer or mobile device.
Dude, I love Exodus Wallet. I wish every coin was in Exodus Wallet. Any word. Well done. Thank you. Thank you for the lemon, dude. I wish every coin was in Exodus Wallet. It's the best wallet. Like, no, I'm not endorsed. I'm not sponsored, but holy crap, that is such a good product. Perfect.
Home to more than 100 cryptocurrency wallets and other crypto apps. With Exodus, you can safely store, send, receive, and exchange your crypto
Exodus for the
assets,
win, right on
including
Comtech, hey.
Stellar. So
rad.
go ahead and click the link above to download Exodus today.
And I do
Now, if
have
you're
some
wondering what kind
XLM.
of consensus algorithm Stellar uses, it's none of the usual suspects like proof of work or proof of stake. Jed McCaleb and the Stellar team believe that both mechanisms weren't cheap enough, decentralized enough, fast enough, or secure enough, all at the same time, which is why McCaleb had based Ripple on a Byzantine consensus mechanism and why it was the original protocol of Stellar. With Byzantine consensus or agreement, the nodes on a network can reach consensus on a value. In our case, it's a block, even if there exists among
Dale says, value is mostly a perception. Useful should be important, but humans are flawed, emotional, ignorant. Any word, my guess, Solenax SOLD will go on Exodus Wallet since Solar is already... Okay. We'll take a look at that. Once we get through Stellar, we'll come back and have a look at that link I pulled out. Any word? We're not going to leave you hanging.
among them a small number of unresponsive or even malicious nodes. However, the Byzantine agreement relies on a list of participants set and controlled by a single entity, which is how Ripple works. That didn't work for the Stellar team, so they came up with a version of the typical Byzantine agreement called Federated Byzantine Agreement, or FBA. In a nutshell, FBA has the advantages of a Byzantine agreement, but additionally, it doesn't need to rely on the predetermined list of trusted nodes, which is hard to alter and leads to centralization. It allows for additional nodes to be added to the network without any assumption on their trustworthiness, but also without compromising the security of the network. If you're interested in the nitty-gritty technical details, you can read their white paper by following the link in the description. So since lumens aren't mined or produced, there are no monetary rewards for running a node. There's only the incentive of securing the network. And if you're thinking that's too idealistic, it's not. The cost of running a node is very low, comparable to running an email server. So companies and individuals who are invested in the success of Stellar have every reason to secure the network. Companies like IBM, Satoshi Pay, WireX, Keybase, and more who have integrated Stellar in their products or have built products on top of Stellar are also running their own nodes to validate transactions and make sure the blockchain is secure. Well, crypto fam, that was our deep dive into Stellar. What's your XLM price prediction? Let us know your thoughts in the the comments below.
Speaking-
And if you enjoyed this video, don't
Speaking of price predictions, I do have. We take a few links for each coin that we look at. That one from Exodus, but I do have this one here. It should be noted this is from July this year. Is Stellar a good investment? This is a 5-minute video from Noti Crypto. Noeti? Let's take a look.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Noti Crypto. In this video, we are going to be talking about, is XLM a good investment? In 5 minutes, this is my non-financial advice video where I'll be giving my personal opinions on XLM. Let's get into it. All right, so Stellar is a cryptocurrency currently developed by the non-profit Stellar Development Foundation. The goal of Stellar is to increase financial inclusion by creating accessible, cheap, and easy to use global payment systems. Stellar, along with a few other blockchains, are currently the only solutions to our current slow and expensive financial system. Stellar is also constantly adding unique features, which is something I love to see, to their blockchain, like their recent asset clawback feature, which will allow them to comply with even more regulatory requirements, which, as you guys know, we know for sure are going to be coming to this space, especially with the scams that have been popping up and some of the cryptocurrencies that really have no use case. All right, so why is Stellar good? Well, aside from the goal of helping many poor countries and solving some of the biggest issues in banking at extremely fast rates, now one of the more interesting things about Stellar is their partnership with IBM, which is something I definitely want to point out to you guys because not a lot of people are actually talking about it. The World Wire platform, who has multiple bank partnerships ready to go. The good news is they're waiting for regulatory clarity, just like all the other cross-border payment cryptos, which still means that we're super early in the space, especially considering that they are moving up to $5 trillion a day, and sometimes
IBM is into
more, which is
everything.
absolutely crazy.
Didn't the previous video we looked at just mention that IBM were running a node because they believe in the concept? And they said that running a node is so simple with Stellar, it's no different to running an email server. So yeah, IBM doesn't seem like it's that much of a difficult task for them to do for someone as big as IBM.
XLM seems to be a part of the new Swift ISO 2022 standard, along with some other cryptocurrencies, which, if implemented, could actually be some face-melting gains for XLM, and I think it is definitely looking that way. So the ISO 222 standard is basically going to revolutionize banking if they are able to implement it. One other thing I do want to point out to you guys, a really good pro when looking at some of these cryptocurrencies is the team. And one of the big positives is Stellar's CEO, Danielle Dixon. So she formerly worked at Mozilla, which is pretty nice because Mozilla took off for sure. Firefox did amazing, where she spearheaded, and this is the key point, Mozilla's legal, policy, business, and revenue operations. So that is really interesting because one of the biggest issues with cryptocurrencies right now is the speculation on legality, policy, and you need someone who's able to perform good business to actually secure these bank partnerships that are going to be active later down the line in the coming years. So she's basically the perfect CEO for Stellar right now, and I think they're greatly going to benefit. And it seems like the stars are aligned right now for Stellar to do some amazing things. Even though the market cap is low and the price is low, I think we'll be looking back at this time as a sniper area to actually enter Stellar, in my opinion. All right, so now time to talk about some negatives very quickly. The one negative I'd like to point out is Stellar has gone offline before.
Oh, that's not good. It's my world. IBM created the numbering system just like the Jews were tattooed with before World War II. Right. Okay.
That could be a red flag to some people. Also, some people like to compare it to XRP as a competition, But if you do some further research, you will find that these cryptocurrencies work more together, with some of these systems that look to be being implemented rather than actual competitors. Also, Stellar is targeting, more of the general population than just targeting the banks, which XRP, the for-profit company, is doing. So here's my rating for Stellar. I think it's great for the future and actually has some phenomenal potential. One of the other things I really like is there's real token utility. You need to use the token to actually transact and change currencies. The team is one of the best out there, and their partnerships with IBM and some others like Circle is absolutely ridiculous. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Yo, what is up?
Very succinct. I do have another. We always try to take a few different alternative takes on this, and from your old mate Elon Musk. Elon Musk leaked when Stellar Lumens will hit $50? Question mark. Stellar price prediction. XLM price 2021. So take this as you will. This shouldn't be gospel.
Welcome to the Rich Club channel. Please watch the video to the end, and if you like it, support the channel with a like and subscribe.
Is this a robot?
Go. In this video, you will learn the latest forecasts for the XLM
Is this a robot voice?
Cryptocurrency. Before the video starts, write in the comments how much the Stellar token will cost in a month. To the one who guesses, we will transfer 20 tokens. I remind you that at the moment, one token costs 43 cents.
It's a robot
You
voice,
also
right?
need to like and subscribe. Stellar and XRP continue to rise. XRP rose
I don't know if I can watch this. I genuinely, if you can't even put a fucking real voice to a video, dude, I can't watch that. I can't watch that. I can't watch it. I did want to see a third. Coin Bureau 7 months ago, Stellar XLM could skyrocket. This guy's
If you're like
right.
me, you probably check cryptocurrency prices and rankings multiple times a day.
Yeah.
I find it funny that no matter how often I check these leaderboards, I frequently find myself being taken by surprise by...
I'm checking more than once a day, I'm going to admit. It's funny, isn't it? Before November last year, I wouldn't have even known about this. Now I'm pretty much checking it at least 2 or 3 times a day. Okay, more than that. Let's go. Let's bring it down a little. Maybe 3 times.
An altcoin that was hidden in plain sight. Stellar is without a doubt one of these altcoins, and the impressive price action of its Lumens currency in recent weeks has certainly taken the crypto world by surprise. This is partially because Stellar has kept a fairly low profile compared to other crypto projects. You'd be hard-pressed to get an answer other than bull market when asking why XLM seems to be headed for new all-time highs. But what if I told you that the real answer to the stellar performance of Stellar is something much bigger than you could have possibly imagined? My name is Guy, and today I'm going to give you everything you need to know about what Stellar has been up to, where it's headed, and how it might just change the cryptocurrency world forever. I'll also be letting you folks know how I will personally...
That's correct. Lumen is the unit of light. Yeah, a lumen, right? Yeah. Very cool. Very well observed. And Stellar! Yeah, nicely done, any word.
Investing in Stellar. So, you won't want to miss that.
Yeah, this guy's pretty thorough. Coin Bureau.
Before we go into Stellar, I need to bring you all down to earth. I am not a financial advisor, and nothing you see, hear, smell, or taste during this video should be considered financial or investment advice. It's on.
Isn't this funny? I'm thinking I'm gonna do a live stream about this tomorrow on YouTube. Why do we need to? Why does a cryptocurrency stream have to always say that? I'm not a financial advisor, so this is just advice. Don't take financial advice out of this. If I make a video about how to paint a fence, how to paint a fence, how to paint your fence correctly when living on the coast, do I have to come out and say, I'm not a licensed painter, so just be aware that what I'm about to tell you shouldn't be regarded as painting advice? Why do we always see it here? Like, The disclaimer is protection, but is it needed? Is it a legal thing? Because if somebody goes ahead and paints their fence the way I tell them to, and they don't live on the coast, and their fence rots, or their fence lasts 400 years, and every other house's fence falls down, am I to blame because they did what they saw on YouTube? Like, it's like saying I went to a fun park, an amusement park, and I went on the Big Dipper roller coaster because the guy on YouTube said it was the most frightening YouTube roller coaster he'd ever been on. Mind you, he's not a roller coaster expert. Not a roller coaster expert. You know, it's weird. It's the only time. Like, what about all the cooking streams? I tried making that recipe and my steak came out terrible. Like, it was so bad. What are you talking about? Covering it with that thing? That was ridiculous. Oh, I'm not a chef, so this shouldn't be taken as cooking advice. Let's start cooking. I'm gonna nut that out tonight. I'm gonna think about that, and I might do a live stream talking about that. 100% it's a legal thing. So YouTube requires that? Does YouTube require that? Is that what you're saying? Oh, my bad. Does YouTube require it? Well, if YouTube requires it, I might have to add right here, I am not a financial advisor. Look at me. Take a look at this crap. You think this could get a job? You think this brain would ever be able to pass the tests that it requires to become a financial advisor? I can't advise you on anything. I can't even advise myself, let alone someone else. So just be aware that the advice that you're hearing here is advice, not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I don't work in finance. Just a little heads up. Are we clear? Am I clear? Yes. Crimer, hello Crimer. Thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow. Let's continue. Wow! Who did that? Any word. Thank you, man. Cheers. Cheers, dude.
Do your due diligence with these crypto projects, and it's on you to decide where to YOLO your hard-earned cash. If you're watching this video and you're too young to invest anyways, I salute you for your interest in the future of finance. And as I mentioned earlier, my name is Guy, and I spend every waking hour of my existence digesting as much information about cryptocurrency as humanly possible.
Elsa, is the camera switch on a timer? Why, yes, it is. I got a little tip for you, my friend. Elsa, let me go here. Let me go down to this section on my channel. Go down to videos. Scroll down. Hit show more when that loads. Actually, no, don't need to. Here it is. I'm going to give you and everybody else in the chat a little tip here. This is no secret. It's just a simple secret. That's how I switch my camera without even looking or without touching anything. Spoiler alert, I touched something. Thanks for asking though. Is that guy in South Africa? Is this crypto guy in South Africa? Nah, he's not South African. He's English. No, this guy's English, man. Not the guy that we voted for on the Tron voting, right? Is that what you're saying? Is this the guy we voted on? It's not him. I mean, it could be, but he's obviously not. If he was in South Africa, his voice would sound a little more like this. He's English.
I then compress this information into YouTube videos for your education and entertainment.
But he is pretty good. I thought you might have a foot pedal. Ah, that's a good idea. That's not how it's done though. Mayonnaise! Wow! Mayonnaise! Wow! Who did that? Elsa, thank you for the ice cream. Thanks for that, Gives. No worries, man. No worries. Happy to share. Happy to share. The key is gotta have a stream deck. You must have a stream deck. If you're a streamer and you don't have a stream deck, forget everything else and just get a stream deck. You could even stream just with a stream deck and an OBS, and you wouldn't even need a light, a camera, a microphone, or an audience? Well, you would need a camera, and you would need a microphone, and you would need a light, and you probably need an audience as well. But if you wanted to, you should add a Stream Deck to it as well. I love the Stream Deck. Not affiliated, but hell, they make some rad products, Elgato.
If this is the sort of content you can get behind, pledge allegiance to the Coin Bureau by hitting up that subscribe button if you haven't already. Pinging that notification bell will make sure that you get these videos while they're hot. And as always, I've added timestamps in the description that you can use to teleport to the information which serves you best. Now, where was I? Ah yes, Stellar. Let's get to it. It's been well over a year since I last covered Stellar, and a lot has changed since then. But before I get into that, I think we all need a quick Stellar refresher. Stellar is a smart contract cryptocurrency that's designed for one thing: the transfer of value. This includes the transfer of tokenized assets, as well as Stellar's native Lumens currency, which goes by the ticker XLM. In contrast to other crypto projects, Stellar is not trying to replace the existing financial system. Instead, it's trying to integrate with it and optimize payment channels between entities like central banks. In Stellar's own words, it wants, quote, all of the world's financial systems to work together on a single network. This has led Stellar to be labelled as a banker coin, along with the likes of Ripple. And speaking of Ripple, did you know that Stellar is a fork of Ripple?
Did not.
Ripple was actually co-founded by Stellar founder Jed McCaleb. Now, Jed is quite famous in the cryptocurrency space because he is also the founder of the now defunct Mt. Gox cryptocurrency exchange. Let's not go there. The story goes that Jed had multiple ideas for Ripple that Ripple's board of directors refused to implement. After repeatedly clashing with the board of directors and other senior staff, Jed left Ripple and founded Stellar in 2014.
I don't know the reference, Dale.
While there are a lot of similarities between Ripple and Stellar, the biggest difference is that Ripple is corporate, centralized, and for profit, whereas Stellar is intended to be public, decentralized, and non-profit. This ethos is achieved via the Stellar Development Foundation, a non-profit organization based in California which develops Stellar. If you want a deeper dive into the differences between Ripple and Stellar, you can watch my video about that by clicking here. I will quickly add that Ripple and Stellar are not exactly on the best of terms.
No, they wouldn't
Moreover, as a co-founder of Ripple, Jed was given 9.5 billion XRP and still has around 4 billion XRP in his coffers.
Ooh.
Although he's apparently under a legally binding
Sleeping with the enemy.
agreement not to dump his XRP, this has made some XRP holders nervous nonetheless, and his sales of XRP have made the news many times since he left Ripple. But this isn't the only reason why Stellar has been in the news. Let's now take a trip back to the good old days of 2019. In March 2019, former Mozilla COO Danielle Dixon took the reins at the Stellar Development Foundation as their new CEO. Not even 2 months later, Danielle detailed the new direction Stellar would be heading in. She explained that while Stellar would continue to focus on things like technology and decentralization, it would be amping up its market initiatives and ecosystem development. However, this marketing and development would not be geared towards those in the crypto space. It would be geared to financial institutions and regulators with whom Stellar wants to engage with as much as possible. In September, Stellar announced that it would
as the more he explains it, which guy, I love your work. He does it super clearly and super eloquently. The more I hear him talk about this, the more it sounds like the reason that maybe this thing hasn't taken off as it should have is because the crypto and the blockchain and the decentralization world, if you like, wants to move away from conventional banking, whereas these yahoos want to use conventional banking and crypto and decentralized blockchain. So you've got a bunch of people saying banking and traditional fiat and all that is gone and we need to get as far away from it as possible. We need to have our own system, it needs to be decentralized. And the other option is these guys saying, well, we need to use what we've already got and make it decentralized and embrace it all together. I can kind of see both angles. But that would explain it, right? That would explain why it hasn't become massive. Because it's a banker coin. Yeah, essentially that's just what I've said, essentially, yeah. But then again, here's something that might come across, and I'm just going to put this out there. This might come across wrong, or you might say, well, how can you be interested in crypto and have this opinion? Or how can you even say that, Gibbs? The thing is, without fiat currency, like dollar value, you don't have anything. You don't have a value on crypto. Like, who uses crypto and never converts it to dollar? Like, you still need at some point to transact that crypto into currency, cold hard cash, right? Unless that disappears, which I guess probably is what a lot of people are hoping for eventually, that the cash and everything disappears and you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin and you can buy a house and you can buy dinner and you can do everything with crypto. Until that day, everybody that's using crypto is using cash as well. Like, not when I say cash, I just mean dollar or whatever your local currency is. Yeah. That's why I feel like that's probably why we're at an interesting point in history, because of that sort of the changing of the guard and the movement towards just crypto. Yet you've still got companies like Stellar and Ripple that are actually trying to do both. Eventually, you'd have to assume that Stellar will be completely gone, right? As soon as the traditional banking and the traditional money is done, well, that's done as well. Rocks for crypto, money for crypto. Yeah. It's like, I don't think it'll get there. Like, at some point it'll get there, but it's not there now, and it could be a long way off. And so these guys are hedging their bets. Stellar is hedging their bets, saying, well, we'll try both, right? We'll try both, and then if it fails, then I guess it failed. It's a good temporary solution for the time being, though.
Allowing its network of validators to vote to disable the annual inflation of lumens. Validators voted in favor of the proposal, and XLM inflation was removed with the Protocol 12 upgrade in October. For those of you who didn't know, XLM initially had an inflation rate of 1% per year. This decision to have inflation in the first place was somewhat odd, given that validators on the Stellar network do not actually earn mining rewards. Instead, they're incentivized to run the network by the benefits it brings to them. Consequently, almost all Stellar's validator nodes are corporate entities, which is Stellar's target demographic. Furthermore, around 80% of XLM's initial supply of 100 billion was allocated to the Stellar Development Foundation, which means that they were the ones being affected the most by this annual inflation rate. In addition to coming to their senses about XLM inflation, Stellar also burned over 55 billion of their XLM in November and reallocated their remaining 30 billion XLM to marketing, user acquisition, and other expansionary initiatives. Even though the burn accounted for over 50% of XLM's total supply, it did not have a very big impact on price. This is because none of the XLM that was already in circulation was burned. Still, this change in tokenomics and direction seems to have paid off for Stellar. By the end of 2019, the Stellar team had grown from 11 to 56. Danielle had begun making headways with regulators in Washington, D.C. The number of XLM accounts had doubled, and the number of validators on the Stellar network had increased 5-fold. This brings us to 2020. 2020 has been a very busy year for Stellar. In February, Stellar completely redesigned their website to be more user-friendly. They also released their mandate, which gives an incredibly detailed breakdown of how they're spending their 30 billion XLM, and even shows you the current balances of their various accounts. Then things started to get a little spooky. In April, Stellar partnered with Elliptic, a blockchain analysis firm backed by Wells Fargo. The goal of this partnership is to ensure that all businesses using Stellar, including cryptocurrency exchanges, are abiding by the financial laws and regulations of their respective countries. At the Consensus Distributed event in May, Danielle Dixon made it clear that Stellar is looking to be the blockchain on which central banks will build their central bank digital currencies over the next 5 years. In case you missed it, almost every major government around the world is planning to roll out a CBDC over the next few years, and they're turning to stablecoin companies to help them build the tech, while turning to the crypto space to find the blockchains on which their CBDCs will be built. I covered this in depth in a recent video, which you can watch.
And Stellar wants it to be Stellar.
Right here. In June, Stellar introduced something called fine-grained control as part of its Protocol 13 upgrade.
I wonder if Solenax will make Stellar extinct. Is that what Solenax is about, right? We are, any word, we're going to get there after this. Trust me, we will get there.
Possible to automatically block accounts built on Stellar from engaging.
It's a bridge between fiat and crypto. That's what Stellar is. That's what Stellar is literally right now, and that's what the banks want. They want to have their own coin, right?
In transactions that violate
Solenax is a
financial
DEX
laws and
exchange. Okay.
regulations. This would make it very easy to enforce something like the recent proposal by FinCEN to require KYC for all digital transactions involving more than $250. Doesn't sound very crypto to me. In September, Danielle Dixon spoke at a virtual event about blockchain hosted by the United States House Financial Services Committee. In it, Danielle flaunted the numerous fiat currencies which have been tokenized on Stellar by institutions in countries such as Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and Nigeria. She also emphasized the use of KYC in all of Stellar's institutional endeavors. Then the real spookiness began. In October, the Circle Consortium announced that they would be launching the USDC stablecoin on the Stellar network in January 2021. That same month, Danielle Dixon was a panelist for the IMF's online event about cross-border payments. At the end of the month, Stellar put out a video which reviewed their accomplishments during the third quarter of 2020. These included cozying up to the World Economic Forum, whom they have been engaging with since July. According to the video update, Stellar had over 25 meetings with the World Economic Forum, OCC, and other national and international monetary bodies in Q3 alone. Stellar will also apparently be playing a pivotal role in the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which is an integral part of the World Economic Forum's Great Reset. You can get my no-nonsense breakdown of the Great Reset by watching this video here. To top this all off, Stellar's annual Meridian event featured the World Economic Forum's head of blockchain and digital currency, along with the former president of the World Bank. This is some serious stuff, but it certainly begs the question, what does all this mean for the Lumens cryptocurrency? Now, I'm just going to put it out there. I am damn bullish on XLM. For starters, every transaction on the Stellar network is paid for using XLM. Thanks to Stellar's willingness to bend to the wishes of every financial institution they come across, they've actually managed to make some headway when it comes to being the blockchain for cross-border payments and CBDCs.
Stellar is deep into the conspiracy? Ooh.
Stellar has made incredible strides in adoption since Danielle Dixon became the CEO, and every single bank, business, and government using Stellar today and tomorrow will pay fees in XLM. Oh, by the way, remember that USDC integration I talked about? Well, turns out that USDC is becoming pretty damn popular with large financial institutions. For example, it was recently announced that Visa would be integrating USDC in its payments network. With over 60 million merchants, I don't need to tell you the significance of this move. And remember, all USDC that is sent on Stellar will incur a fee in Lumens, all price positive. Moreover, Stellar's decision to rework the tokenomics of XLM by
Moose, she's probably making money from the Stellar Foundation but doing nothing for the coin, maybe even working against it in the long run. I can't see it being a negative for the price of the token. If she's approaching every bank and they're all getting on board with it, guys nailed it. Then it's price positive for the coin. But isn't the idea in long term to get rid of the banks? So that's a negative eventuality.
by removing inflation and burning more than half of its supply suggests to me that they're looking to support the value of XLM. This is only logical, considering that the higher the XLM price, the more money the Stellar Foundation will have to play with. Now, I know that Stellar's validator nodes technically voted for this change in tokenomics, but considering most of these validators are being operated by the Stellar Foundation and the same...
The banks will ditch it when theirs is up and running. That's a good point. But are the banks making their own blockchain, or are they going to piggyback on an existing one? Yeah, when you hear about like China building their own crypto token and their own banking token, are they building the blockchain or are they just using an existing? Because it sounds like Ripple and Stellar are both already making advances on that. I don't trust any coin that supports the CBDCs. Yeah, but they have to, like, if you want to make some coin on it, if the banks are using it, then it's a no-brainer for an easy win, right? Not financial advice. Look at this hideousness. I couldn't be a financial advisor.
Legacy institutions that they're in bed with, it's not exactly a true democracy. That brings me to another point. Even though I'm super bullish on the short to medium term price of XLM, it's not a crypto I'm very comfortable with in the long term. Allow me to explain. Firstly, Stellar is moving closer and closer towards the very same financial institutions that cryptocurrency is supposed to replace. And with
Yo, Guy, you read my mind, dude. I just said this, man. Yeah. Cheers, Guy. Cheers. Where is he? Here. Cheers, buddy. I just said that, right? You and I, Guy, we think alike. Crypto is being used to funnel out precious metals.
each upgrade to the Stellar protocol, holders of XLM seem to be getting less and less financial freedom. Not only that, but Stellar is serving itself up to unelected international organizations that do not seem to have our best interests at heart. So why would I support such a project by holding their currency? Well, the same reason why I invest in smaller cap altcoins, to stack up on some sats. After all, it seems like centrally controlled digital currencies are coming, and the only way we can truly protect ourselves is by putting our wealth into cryptocurrencies we know and trust. In my books, taking advantage of the hype around banker coins like XLM is a good way to do just that. We can easily separate out the favourable short to medium-term tokenomics from the longer-term motivations of the Stellar Development Foundation. One can both appreciate the promise of Stellar's technology to transform global payments, while still be concerned about the entities it is aligning itself with. To wrap things up, I want to give you my take on what I think is going to happen with Stellar over the coming years. I think that Stellar is going to continue having success in its partnerships with governments, financial institutions, and borderline terrifying international organizations. I think that we will see many CBDCs built on Stellar. I think that Stellar will continue to play around with its tokenomics and user permissions to appease stakeholders and regulators. But then I do expect Stellar to face a lot of pushback from the crypto community. Why? Because while Stellar is busy catering to fat cats and bureaucrats, thousands of other cryptocurrency projects are working day and night to create truly decentralized platforms that will replace the centralized cabal Stellar has aligned itself with. It's only a matter of time before a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum becomes too large or too powerful to shut down. I think the likelihood of that happening is much higher than centralized authorities would have you think. Certainly higher than the chance of the World Economic Forum or IMF getting all their ducks in a row to launch the sort of totalitarian money systems they envision. When that day comes, banker coins like Stellar may become obsolete, as they never truly serve the interests of the average person to begin with. You could argue that some degree of regulation and compliance in the cryptocurrency space is necessary, and I agree. But I also think that there needs to be a middle ground there, and Stellar seems to be firmly aligned with the status quo, ergo, not the middle ground. On the bright side, there is a sort of fail-safe that's pre-programmed into centralized systems, and that is that as power becomes more concentrated in the hands of the few, the reward for breaking ranks and rallying the many become higher and higher. In my estimation, this is what has made cryptocurrency so successful. Cryptocurrency is something that's outside of the financial system. It's a break away from a centralized monetary system where power is in the hands of a few individuals, corporations, and organizations.
But if your coin uses those organizations, then you're going against that concept entirely. That's why Stellar is being shunned.
If these systems were perfect, Bitcoin would never have been invented. And even if it had been, nobody would have seen the need for it and it would have faded into obscurity. But as we all know, that need is there and it will continue growing stronger as the existing monetary system becomes more corrupt and unstable. It's a damn shame that Stellar does not seem to see this, but who knows? Maybe they do and they're just playing along until the day comes to pull the rug out from under all those big banks. Now, wouldn't that be something? All right, gang, that's all I've got to say about Stellar for today. As you've seen and heard, Stellar has accomplished a lot over the last year. Ever since Danielle Dixon became the CEO of the Stellar Development Foundation.
Chimani with the hosty host. How you doing, Chimani? Thanks for the host. Hey, to the 6 viewers that have come across from that host, hello. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the Gives a Minute D-Live stream, cryptocurrency stream on a Wednesday, all crypto. We've been learning about Stellar XLM. He's almost wrapped this up. We're going to go ahead and have a look at another coin. What was the one? I cannot recall, but it's a viewer request from Anyword. We're going to have a look at that in a second. Juice Ex Machina with the lemon. Thank you, Juice. Hello to the viewers. I just wanted to say good day. Thank you for the host there, Chamani. How the cha are you?
2019, Stellar has been growing at an exponential pace by every measure. The paradigm shift in projects that...
Moose, I had no... Wow! Mayunis, wow! Thank you, Moose. I had no idea Stellar was kowtowing to the central bankers. Thanks for sharing this video. Yeah, no worries, dude. I mean, I got to tell you, this was also a request. Most of the stuff we do here is viewer requests. I actually do own some XLM. I remember going way back. Mayunis, wow! Thank you, Anyword. Yeah, Solenax, SOLD. Yeah, sold. I remember when I first got into crypto, because of the BTT and the D-Live staking and everything, we bought some, I think I spent $1,000 of my earnings on altcoins, and somebody in the chat said you should put some down on XLM. So I think I bought $100 worth. It's in my Exodus wallet though. I know it's there. I bought XLM, ND, and XRP at 10 cents. Let's go. Yeah, I'd have to pull up my Exodus wallet to see when I got it, but I did get in, yeah, about in November last year. I wonder if Ripple is doing the same thing. They're pretty much doing the same thing.
Vision under her leadership, along with critical changes to XLM's tokenomics and allocations, set the stage for the current calendar year. Going into 2020, Stellar has a workforce that is 5 times larger and had put itself on the radar of big players both inside and outside of the cryptocurrency space.
I feel like this video, he's wrapping it up, but he still has 3 or 4 minutes to go. Because this was so long ago, I feel like we should just give it up there. So this went up on December 2020. So let's just have a quick look at CoinMarketCap for XLM. See what it's trading at. Semo, hello Semo, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's take a quick look at XLM here. I'll just do this over here. XLM. Stellar, have a look at the trading chart. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, it's having a shit year, isn't it? Crikey, Stellar. What's going on, Stellar? Damn, it's just been on the down, hasn't it? What the heck? What are we looking at? June? Dudes. Okay. Chamani, let's bury our heads in shame here, dude. 7 day, I wanted to go the other way, 3 month. So April, dude, it's having an absolute shocker. 22 cents at the moment. When I got in, end of last year, 2020, so I'm still up, I guess. I mean, I would have bought in around there. October. No, I got in about November. So I got in at about 8 cents, and as did you, about 10 cents. I mean, we're still up, but maybe we should have sold at the height there of 73. Yeah, whole market tanked. That's true. That's true. The whole market did tank. Let's continue on. We're going to have a look at... Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. This is Solenax. This is a viewer request from AnyWord. Solenax is a new, innovative, decentralized blockchain-based automated market maker built on the Solana protocol. Solana, not Solana, Solana. Is that big enough? Solenax's mission is to push DeFi to new heights by offering the quickest and cheapest decentralized exchange available without the need for a third party, guaranteeing that the Solenax ecosystem may trade without fear of being censored or losing control of their assets. The final objective is to launch Solenax, an open source liquidity and DeFi protocol that the Solana community may leverage in future projects. So they are selling... oh, so that's confusing because the token is sold, but they're selling... What's that, 10 million? How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A million is... That's 10 million. 10 million Solana... 10 million Solenax coins ending in a day. Don't need a KYC. Private sale. Token sale information. Starts on June 28. Round 1. They're sold 5 mil, 3 mil, 2 mil. The first round sold for 20 cents. Then it went up to 25. And this current round at 30 cents. If you want to get in on this, shall we have a quick look at a YouTube video? I've got a video here we're going to look at in a moment, but let's take a look at Solenax. Solenax. Solana sold better than Ethereum too. Here's why Solenax sold a month ago. This one's a month old. 2 weeks ago. Proof of history. There's a band called Solenax. I want to be a Ninja Turtle. Well, I guess we'll take a look at this. Let's have a look at this.
Today I wanted to highlight some of the key features which make Solana so much superior to its rival Ethereum. Furthermore, I also want to introduce you to a new project. Solenax is a new decentralized blockchain.
I'm not a fan of standing up streams.
Blockchain-based automated market maker built upon the innovative Solana protocol. Currently, Solana manages to provide the solution to existing issues surrounding DeFi. Everybody knows that the Ethereum mainnet proof-of-work consensus has major design flaws. It is slow, hard to scale, and has high transaction fees. To fix these problems,
Moose, can you translate what automated market marker means? I have no idea, dude. I have absolutely zero idea what that means. Automated market maker. No, can't help you. Solana is in Switzerland. Ah, Switzerland.
Solana
Cool.
was chosen as the underlying blockchain because it is the fastest growing ecosystem in the crypto world in 2021. With the ability to provide an incredible 50,000 transactions per second. This permissionless high-performance blockchain based on a proof of history consensus enables low-cost and high-speed transactions like no other blockchain.
Similar to Uniswap, but faster and cheaper.
Here are the 5 main key features of the Solana protocol. Uses no state as part of its programs. Ethereum stores state, which makes it slower. Number 2, has on-chain clock verification, but trusted timestamps rather than block height. 3, stream transactions without waiting for global consensus, without sacrificing security. 4, compresses data packets and transmits them using UDP. lower memory requirements. And fifth and final, Solana removes the mempool by forwarding unconfirmed transactions to upcoming validators. Solenax's vision is to take DeFi to new levels by providing the fastest, cheapest decentralized exchange without the need for any third-party involvement, ensuring that users in the Solenax ecosystem can trade without censorship or risk losing ownership of their own assets. By using Solana, the Solenax platform offers near zero fees to provide liquidity to an automated market maker pool, so that you can basically farm your liquidity provider token.
There's that phrase again, an automated market maker.
Market maker pool.
An automated market maker pool. That's a great name for a band.
Offers near zero fees to provide liquidity to an automated market maker pool, so that you can basically farm your liquidity provider tokens and you can harvest your rewards almost at zero cost. Because liquidity providers prefer one exchange over another, traders will not have to pay for any slippage on the decentralized exchange with its limited liquidity. Normal automated market maker pools such as Uniswap or 1inch will allow you to state the number of tokens to be traded and the amount of slippage you are ready to take. However, should the conditions not be met, the order and gas fee will be wasted. Not get your gas fee back, and the price might have taken off and you are there empty-handed. Although it is still very early stages for the Solenax ecosystem, there are a clear roadmap and project goals for the team. Within the Solenax ecosystem, there's more than just a lightning fast and cheap decentralized exchange. For example, liquidity providers are incentivized to provide liquidity to low volume assets for higher rewards, as they receive a share in direct proportion to the volume they provide to the pool. Solenax, as well as providing the fastest DeFi protocol presenting AMM and DEX, uses a wormhole bridge to access the entirety of crypto assets generated on the Ethereum network. The wormhole is not a blockchain network, so it can safely depend on consensus and finalization of the chains that it bridges. Now, in case this is something that you're interested in, well, you just got to know a Solana, or the ticker SOL, wallet, you will need a Solana wallet, will be required to store your funds on any dApp that is based on the Solana blockchain. Now let's talk about the Solenax Tokenomics. The ticker will be sold, and that is obviously the native token of the Solenax ecosystem, with a total supply of 80 million sold tokens. The distribution is as follows: 5% team tokens, 50.
Moose, it's solving problems that aren't problems yet. It's kind of futuristic, isn't it?
15% liquidity,
very futuristic.
15% staking, 25% private sale, and 40% for public distribution. Now you can get in early and secure yourself some rewards. So the private sale began on June 6th and it is ending on June 25th. So still time. In case you want to inquire, well, we will leave.
So you can already see, since this video went up, the private sale has extended because it's now past June 26. It's July 13 or 14. So what happened? They didn't sell correctly and they didn't sell as much, and so they made it longer.
The link down below, and you can go straight to the site and see if this is something for you. Anyway, this is it from me today. I hope you found this valuable. I certainly do think that Solana has huge potential, and as I always say, it's good to get some of the first decentralized tokens protocols in the leading blockchains. And I certainly...
It is very good. Let's have a look if his link is the same as this. White paper, subscribe for more details. That was probably the first round. Well, first round... No. First round went from the 28th of the 6th to... Oh, hang on. Is it... Yeah, 28th of the 6th to the 5th of the 7th. Second round went from the 6th of the 7th to the 11th of the 7th. Third round, which is what we're in right now, is going from the 12th of the 7th to the 15th, so only a few days there. So they've changed the token sale timing. If it's something that you're interested in, I will put the link here in the chat. It's probably not something that I'm going to get onto, but there's the link for you if you wanted it. Thank you for letting us know. Anyword brought this to the chat's attention, but the dates have changed some. Yeah, so I like these ideas, and I like learning about new coin. I wonder why there's no airdrop. You often hear of airdrops for new coins to get out there and to spark up the interest of the public. This could be a great way to segue into this. I have set up because I've just got onto the whole concept of airdrops. Just the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've kind of been on telegrams and just looking at all the different airdrops and going for some and seeing if I can receive some airdrop tokens. Solenax aren't doing an airdrop, but I have set up a new section of the Discord server specifically for airdrops. I'll bring it up and show you. Let me just open it up here. So let me just go to my Gives a Minute. Oh, you're not even there. Let me go to the Gives a Minute. This is the Gives a Minute Discord server. So Gives Crypto, if you want to talk crypto, you do it in this section here. We've been talking a lot about this and that, some different situations that have arisen. But if you want to get on the airdrop chain or bandwagon, Gives Crypto airdrops. So this is the start of the Gives Crypto airdrop channel. Found a new airdrop. We all love free coin. Post your referral links in here. Also feel free to post questions if you need help setting up the airdrops. So I've already posted 2, Bremet airdrop and this one here from Cointree. So if you do want to get some free coin, if you're interested in free cryptocurrencies, a lot of times currencies that tokens that come out, they give you free. You used to be able to get free Bitcoin back in the day. I mean, you can still get drip fed fractions of it, but you used to be able to get free Bitcoin. So you can still get free crypto. Go down below in my about section. If you're not on Discord, if you're not on DLive and you're watching this anywhere else, please come over to dlive.tv/givesaminute. When you get there, that's my channel. Go to the just go right down the bottom. You go past the about section, go all the way to the bottom. There's a link to the Discord. It's big. It's got the graphic. You can see it. Get in the Discord. Jump into that little section there where the crypto airdrops are. And if you've got any airdrops that you want to promote, this is the place for you to put your referral links, right? So I've got this link here is a referral link. If you click that link and you sign up to the airdrop, I receive extra tokens. If you click this link and sign up to that airdrop, I receive extra tokens. You also receive them, and you will get a referral link. So if you've got a referral link for an airdrop that hasn't been spoken of, at the moment there's only 2, so you're pretty likely that you do, damn, pop it in there. Put your referral link in there. I'll click your referral link and go on and use it, and then everybody else will as well. You'll get the extra coin, we'll all get the airdrop, and everybody will be freaking happy. Solenax just emailed me the wallet to store it if I buy it. Yes, you can store it in Solfair or Phantom Wallet. Not sure where you download those wallets. We did see that they were talking about you've got to use their wallet, which is fair enough. I've downloaded a couple of different wallets just to get airdrops, but in an ideal world, everything would be in Exodus because it's such a good wallet. I just love that sound of when the new coin comes in. It's a small thing, right? Small things. But folks, we do have a video here we're going to look at. We might take a quick break though. I got to take a slash. There is a pretty interesting video here from Stansberry Research. This went up on July 2nd. I believe Dalesky might have put this in the Discord. Bitcoin winter is here, crashing to $10,000, and it could linger for years. We're going to take a look at that next if you're interested, but before we do, I do have to take a slash. I'm going to leave you with my surfing clip again. I'm going to refresh my beverage. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave a Day edit. Wow, just got back in from my surf. It was fun out there. Some good sections. Oh, the point's working now too. Yeah. Maybe I should have been out there. Either way, I didn't. Oh, hang on, you weren't even seeing that. The point's firing there, look at that. But I was out here on this section and it was still fun. A lot of movement of water going that way though. Now I've got sand in my eye. Yeah, a lot of drag, constantly pushing that way. Constant paddle back to the section. But I think I did okay.
Good morning, Tuesday. It's a beautiful morning. Water is getting colder, being that we are middle month of winter.
And another, we are waving at another place, at another town, in another world. I'm sailing with another friend and another boat with a rock and a sling. I'm sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting. Sail to the moon, drive by the stars, rock to the sun. I'm sailing with a wind that comes and a tide that turns. Set the sail and run. I'm sailing.
How you doing?
Hey, brother.
Nice day. Yeah, nice day, huh?
Lovely. It's weird to see you around, bro. We were a deep dive on your channel the other night.
Yeah, did you? Have a good look?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I love you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I met them dudes, bro.
Not the punching. Another incident. It wasn't even him in the footage.
I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting. In another land of another earth, sitting on a rock, I'm sailing with energy.
There's that left, I told you. The left, right? Sometimes that one comes up and hell yeah.
At the end of the world, it's the end of your life. Till the end of time, I'm sailing. I'm not waiting. I'm not 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 sailing. I'm not waiting.
What do you think? What do you say? What do you know? What do you do? How did I do? Was that okay? Some little sections out there, some good fun. I enjoyed it. Now look, while I sit down and think about just how much I enjoyed it, you guys can go back to the live stream.
Are you guys back? Ah, you're back, aren't you? Crikey. Thought I'd timed that perfectly. You were back the whole time. Yeah. Refreshed my beverage. Took a slash. Feel good. Red Ox Bear in the house. Gay Red Ox Bear. How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. It's my world. Thank you for the lemon. Appreciate that. Bremet.io was easy to sign up. Yeah, Comtech, that was an easy one, right? That was the quickest, easiest one. Yeah, dude, if you find any airdrops, bam, chuck your referral link in there, man. We want to all benefit from this, right? So chuck your referrals in, out they go. Are you catching some waves? Yeah, dude. I try to surf every day when the conditions are good. I didn't go today. It wasn't great, but let's move on and take a look at this. Bitcoin winter is here, crashing to $10,000, and it could linger for years. That was a badass montage. Thank you, dude. That was 2 days ago, that one. I try to put up a new surfing clip every day, but I do have all the videos on my YouTube channel. If you want to go and have a look, gives a minute on YouTube. What do you feel about this? Do you think this is true? Well, let's find out first what it is. But I mean, you can tell from the title, it's going to crash to 10 grand. It's been hovering around 32, 35, see 38, then it gets back to 32. It's in the 30s, right? I don't think we're going to somehow get to 10. I don't know. Let's see. Redox says Bitcoin to 100K by the end of this year. Source, my very large brain. Okay, I mean, happy times if that's the case.
If you were hoping that the pain was over in the Bitcoin space, my guest today comes with not so great news. Please welcome back to StansberryInvestor.com, Clem Chambers. He is with advfn.com and Investors Hub. They are both informational websites in relation to the markets and crypto. Clem, welcome back to Stansberry Investor.
Oh, great to be back. Sorry about the news, or rather my opinion. And
wow, this guy looks tired. And he needs to trim his nasal hair. Something needs to tickle his nasal passage. A nasal hair trimmer. How long ago was this video? Any word? So I might leave it there at that size, because it's going to be a 2 up. So they're going to be. My hideous head's going to block his hideous head. So I'll leave it 2 up. This video went up on the 2nd of July. So only 2 weeks ago. Not even under 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, look, I read your last article, and I've known you for the longest time to be a crypto bull. So a Brit surprise to hear that you've changed path.
Well, I actually changed path in about January, where I actually flipped out of Bitcoin and Ethereum into DeFi. And then after having a good run in DeFi, I then flipped out into NFTs, and I having a good run with that. I then flipped out and said, no, it's all going to go down.
Redox Bear. Oh, she is cutting between full screens and whatnot. Worst case scenario, Bitcoin goes to a high 20K before breaking all-time highs by end of year. Ooh, Redox Bear. Hope so, dude. That's my hope.
And I've been saying that now for a couple of months.
Look at this guy's. That's a terror. Like, this guy must know that that's the worst angle for him. Like, you can see straight up his nasal passage where he's got the Amazon jungle. Put your camera up higher, or something tickle your nasal passage.
Pretty much since the top, and it's going to go a lot further down. I mean, I see it going under 20,000 easily, and probably quite soon. And then I see potentially a bottom around 10,000, but I think 12, 13,000 is a good target for the actual bottom of the market.
Clem, what are you basing this on?
Well, it's very
safe. Yo, g'day, Benon. How you doing? Safe? Good to see you, buddy. Happy times. Gonna need a bigger corona swab to get up that nasal passage. He does. Fair play. He has a big nose. He's a big boned person.
Funny, and it's a bit strange, and it just keeps paying out for me. And that is, Bitcoin does the same old pattern time and again. This is the 4th time it's done this now. You can look back at 2011, 2017, I think 2015. If you just look at the chart, you'll see exactly the same pattern over again. It repeats itself, and it's to do with halvening, I believe. And it goes up like a rocket, comes down like a rock. And every time it goes up like a rocket, it tends to double, and then it comes back to a level which is basically double the low of the time before. So the last low was roughly 5,000. Now, it did go a fair bit lower, but called it 5,000. So this time I'm expecting to see the low to be 10,000. Last time it went to 20. This time it kind of went to 40, but then the institutions came in and it went to 60. But the actual shape of the progress is.
Juice says, I'm hoping it'll drop so I can get a better PC. What do you mean drop? So you want to buy in and then cash out when it's higher to buy, and then use the funding to get a new computer? Redox Bear, institutional investment in crypto is just getting started, and that should make it go up, not down, right?
It's exactly the same. And I predicted the rise because the beginning of the last rise was exactly the same as the beginning of the rise of Bitcoin this time round. And I said, look, it's the same pattern again. It's going to go through the roof. And it went through the roof. and then it tops. And I said, look, it's the same pattern again. And the pattern is the same with Ethereum and Bitcoin, exactly photographically the same. And therefore, oh, it looks like it's going to come down. And it's come down. And it's paused exactly where it should pause as of the last charts. It's like, you know, it's almost as if you've got a chart from someone who's a time traveler in front of you. And it's just repeating that cycle because it's the same cycle. It's the same audience. It's the same driver.
Sorry about that, folks.
And therefore, it's the same pattern. And
I don't like having Discord open when I stream. Seems to be a bit of a resource hog, kind of like Chrome. I used to use the Chrome browser. Now I use the Brave browser because I get paid to use it. But the Chrome browser used to give me some weird sort of system resource bugs. And I think I haven't quite analyzed it 100% yet, but been having some weird audio glitches the last, say, 2 weeks. And that's, I'm not using Discord, and I forgot it was up just then. And I was like, I'm starting to hear some weird kind of crackling. And I was like, oh, Discord's open, quick, close it. So I apologize for busting in over Nasal Passage Boy. Bitcoin miners making PCs expensive. Oh, so you're hoping it'll drop so you can get a better PC, but you need oh, right. So there. Hang on. Bitcoin mining won't lower the cost of PCs. Brave browser is based. Might as well get paid to view ads. Absolutely, dude. I love the Brave browser. And to be honest, the little ads that they have, they're just little text bar ads. It's like a little notification. It's actually no different than getting a notification on the sidebar of on the Mac OS anyway. It's like, I don't even close them. I just leave them up there. It's like, okay, you can leave that ad there for 30 seconds. I don't even care. Hey, it's rad. And yeah, you get basic attention token. Stack that BAT. Yeah, Bitcoin miners make PCs expensive. The CPUs and the GPUs that are used. Yeah, but why will the dropping in the price of Bitcoin make that cheaper? The dropping in the price of Bitcoin won't change the cost of a GPU or a CPU, unless I'm missing something.
That's why it's happening, because it's just same audience, same pattern, same drivers.
Okay, a lot to unpack here. Okay, so your target, you wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin, you said, were to go to 20,000 and possibly 10,000. On the Ethereum front, you wouldn't be surprised if it fell to 1,000, correct?
Yeah. Well, I see those as near bottoms, because you can get capitulation. So Bitcoin could capitulate.
They sell their extra PCs. So once so you're saying that they won't need them and they'll sell them? Bitcoin miners are buying up all the NVIDIA graphics cards. Yeah, but and then they're selling them? Any word. Thank you for the lemon. Thank you, Any word. I'm just curious as to how the Bitcoin price dropping makes GPUs or graphics cards cheaper to buy. If anything, wouldn't it make it dearer? Boylston with the follow. Hey, Boylston, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow, Boylston Bev. What a cool handle.
As low as 7,000 or 8,000, but I don't really see that as being the long-term low that we're going to see for the next couple of years. We're going to get a crypto winter. And that crypto winter is going to see Bitcoin, I believe, around 12,000, 13,000 for extended periods. And with Ethereum, probably be, 800 or 900,000 on Ethereum for extended periods of time. With a lot of, bouncing around between those points, but that will be, when you look back, you'll say, oh yeah, it was kind of going along at that level. And that's what I'm seeing. I would be amazed if it doesn't go below 50,000.
Wow. Okay. So when is this winter coming for crypto?
Yeah.
Well, it's already here. I mean, if you're long, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And then it's going to just sit around going nowhere for a long time. Now,
so he didn't give a date. Notice how he politically avoided the date, very much like a politician. didn't quite tell us when it's already happening. So what, Bitcoin should be 10 grand now then? Or are you going to give it a date? I don't think we'll see Bitcoin below 20K again. But, I mean, Redox Bear, I'd agree with you, but I don't have any inside knowledge to back up my opinion. But just from what I've, in the last 6 months, learnt, which isn't long, right? I'm only new to this whole game. From what I'm seeing, every indication points to agree with you, not what this gentleman's saying.
It's in the crash mode. And then it's just going to go a couple of years, it's just going to go along like it did after 2017, 18. You know, it crashed in 2000 and early 18, late 17, and then it went through 18, 19 to 20 before it blew up again. And it's just going to repeat the same old. And that's what I'm expecting. So actually, that's really rather exciting because you can sit on and acquire dollar cost average Bitcoin for an extended period of time, waiting for the next vertical, which will be, 4 years from when the last one was.
And let me ask you, Clem, because a lot of people, were speculating or thinking that the correction here really started since Elon Musk's tweets. Then we saw the China crackdown tripling down here. So do you not think that also played a role, or is that just noise to you?
Well, it's just noise to me, but what you will see is when the market does things that are just technical.
People like him, Comptech says, can generate hype and cause the price to change due to people panicking and then selling. Right, yeah. So this is a big name in the space, and it's almost equal to Elon tweeting, right? He can change the sphere and the layout of the land just by opening their mouths. Look at her face too. She's like, she's like, I'm not too sure about this, buddy. She's got a squint in her eye. She's got a little bit of an angle on her head. Next Bitcoin halving is 2023, and that would impact Bitcoin. That'll send Bitcoin above 100K. What time of the year is the halving happening?
People always want to stick it on a person. They always want to say he did it, they did it, it's them. She said this, he did that. And they never say, oh, well, it's technically a reason for it is this, that, and the other. They don't like non-personified reasons. And now if you look at the stock market, everyone talks about, oh, there's a melt up. Oh, bad news is now good. Somebody said something bad and it's gone up. But it's actually nothing to do with the people. It's to do with the technicals, the money flows, etc. Or the halving in the case of Bitcoin. But people want to stick it on somebody, and they want to stick.
Because this guy's claiming the halving will reduce the price. This guy literally said the halving will reduce the price. Any word? Some Bitcoin mining company is going to use nuclear power, allegedly, from some article on Coinbase. Wow. That'll get the hashing will be much quicker with nuclear power.
Stick it on some kind of catalyst. And yes, there are catalysts for these things, and I talk about it like this. There's this avalanche that's going to happen, and there'll be signs saying, don't make a noise, don't shoot a gun, don't shout, don't yodel, otherwise there'll be an avalanche. And someone goes up there and goes, maybe it's Mr. Musk that does that. And the snow comes down, an avalanche. Never says, he yodeled, it's his fault. But it's not his fault. The fault is it snowed all winter and it's on a mountain. And that's what generally moves markets. It's not the...
So the fault is that it snowed all year and there's snow on the mountain. So the metaphor is that it went up so high that it naturally had to fall, if I understand correctly. Until Bitcoin finds its top around 200K, it'll keep rising.
The yodeler that made the avalanche, it's the snowfall for the last 3 months.
Okay. Let's bring it home to the investors though, Clem. Because a lot of people are taking a step back thinking, what have I got myself into? Maybe they parked a lot of their money in Bitcoin. Maybe they were using it as wealth preservation. Maybe they, bought into, this is the future. I need to, put more money into the crypto here. What?
Hey, any word? I'll take that link out, dude, but we probably won't get to it on this stream, but I will take that linky poo out. But we'll take a look at that possibly next crypto stream.
So is your, what are your words of advice to these folks? Just have patience?
I would say this is going to go a lot lower. And if you want to get your money back, because you bought at 60,000, you're going to have to wait a long time, 4 years. Yeah. And I would say that, you know, in highly speculative, highly volatile, highly dangerous markets, of which Bitcoin is, unless you absolutely know what you're doing, don't do it. You know, if you speculate, you're going to lose your money. If you FOMO, if you ape into a market, you're going to get killed. That's the law. Yeah. If you think you know, you don't. If you know, then maybe you should be playing. So, you know, if you gamble with the market, you're going to lose your shirt. That's the law. If you treat the market like a farmer, you invest and you do your study, you do your due diligence, and you're very, very, very careful, then you'll do really well. But it's a dangerous market.
Or you buy Hex. Just saying, that hasn't seemed to have been affected by anything, right? Hex is bam, 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 bam.
But you know what's interesting, Clem, is the timing of it all, right? Here was Bitcoin on this high. It was the unstoppable apex asset. We just had the Bitcoin conference in Miami. It was a great, you know, get together with the biggest minds in the space, lots of enthusiasm. We have El Salvador coming out saying they want to make Bitcoin the official currency.
Why was Hawk at that? Why was Hawk there?
You know, get together with the biggest minds in the space.
Why was Tony Hawk at Bitcoin 2021? I mean, I'm a huge fan of Mr. H, but what? I'm going to get a screenshot of that and I'm going to find out, and maybe we'll look at that another time. Tony Hawk spoke at Bitcoin 2021. Diversify your portfolio. Right on, Comtech, right on. Redox Bear, Hex and ADA have been some of the best performing during the market downturn. Dude, I mean, yeah, Hex, and I've got some Cardano as well, but Hex, wow. I mean, far out. Hex, I don't know what to say except that it's worth a lot. And wow. I'm glad I got in on crypto when I did, and I got in before big payday, and I managed to get those T-shares down because wow. And that's only at like, it's just on 10 cents right now. Imagine when that gets to $1. Dude, if Hex got to $1, crikey.
Lots of enthusiasm. We have El Salvador coming out saying they want to make Bitcoin the official currency. Paraguay. It seemed like an unstoppable force. And then this. The lights just got dimmed on it.
I would say this. You want to buy assets when everybody wants to sell. And you want to sell assets when everybody wants to buy them. You want to buy at the bottom and sell at the top. When everybody's bought, you want to be selling. Yeah, when everybody wants to buy, you need to give them it. Yeah, and when everybody wants to sell or has already sold and everybody's crying, that's when you want to buy. That again is the law of investing and trading.
That's right now, isn't it? Wouldn't you say that's right now when everybody's crying? Bitcoin's down. It's been hovering around 32, 34, 36, sometimes 38, back down to 32, back down to 34, back up, back down. Isn't now the time to buy? Davo, thank you for the lemon, dude. Appreciate you, man. Cheers, Davo.
So when you see everybody going rah, 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 whenever you see everyone saying it's going to go to the moon, having already seen it go to the moon, when your neighbor wants to buy because you've done well, that's the time to get out. It's the law.
That's the time to get out, or that's the time to buy? Exactly. The best profits are made when fear is at its highest.
It's actually the law. Always been the law.
But so, Clem, you still believe in Bitcoin? You still like Bitcoin as an investment?
Well, not this second in time, but when it goes under 20,000 and it may go to 10, I will start to buy under 20,000, and I will start to buy for the next 3 years. I'll buy a little bit every week or every couple of weeks. And by the end,
no, please finish.
Yeah,
please
continue. And I will dollar cost average in over 3 years. I will have one enormous position when it comes to 2023, 2024. And then I'm expecting to go through the roof and go to maybe 100,000. And guess what? I'll sell out at 90. Yeah, and then I'll let it crash down again because it's going to do it again. Yeah, so
buying crypto right now is still early. You think when you say crypto, did you mean Bitcoin or do you mean just in general? I'm in crypto for longer than 3 years anyway. Me too, any word. Me too. That's probably critical. I'm here long term. Yeah, that's my plan. In fact, I probably won't ever use my crypto. My niece and nephew will probably get it when I croak it.
If you want to play this game, look at what happened in 2017 and then in this cycle, and just play as if the cycle is going to repeat. Use that as your roadmap. And that roadmap, if it plays out, you'll be in great shape. And if it doesn't, well, maybe you need to modify your plan. But if you don't have a plan with these things, you're going to get killed. If you follow people's advice, that say, everything's going to be brilliant, it's going to go forever up. No, that's wrong. It's always wrong. When markets go vertical, it's normally the end, and you've got to be ready to get out. Markets cannot go vertical. And I'll tell you another thing, and I love this tip, and it really upsets a lot of people, particularly at the top of the market. When you start to see log charts, it's all over. And I remember back in 2000, I was at a hedge fund, and they were looking at log charts. And I said, you can't look at log charts. That's ridiculous. And they said, why not? That's all about growth. I said, well, if you look at log charts, the world's going to be a smoking cinder because things can't go up logarithmically. That's not how the world works unless you're a bacteria. Yeah. And everybody was looking at log charts at the top of the market in Bitcoin. I was going, no, not log charts. It's the end. Well, I knew it was the end already, but log charts was just absolutely ringing the bell for the top. So you've got to realize that charts that go vertical, and people in equities now should bear that in mind. Charts that go vertical, very, very dangerous, very, very likely to be the end. You've got to be very, very careful. And Bitcoin did that. It went up like a rocket. Now it's coming down like a rock. And it's going to do it again in 4 years' time, because that's the cycle. It's very simple. If you grasp that, there's a lot of money to be made.
Gotcha. There's a lot of the gold bugs out there now, Clem, saying, we told you.
Well, exactly. Gold's very, very interesting because it's not performing properly. Yeah, there's inflation out there. They're printing money. It's not going up. So what conclusion are you going to come to when everything says gold should go up and it isn't? It's going down. That's a very, very interesting indicator. And I've got a stack of gold, and I'm looking at that going, the market's telling me there's something wrong here, or there's something different from my model. And you've always got to be prepared to be wrong. Even if you think you're right, the gold doesn't know I own it. Gold doesn't care I own it. The markets don't care about me. Where am I wrong there? Where am I?
Comtech, BTT, you're talking about BTT, not Bitcoin. BTT went up like crazy, then went down, but not to where it was last year. So what did BTT resolve at? Like when I got out, which was actually just before, there were two peaks for BTT, and the first one was when I pulled out my stake. I think I had 13 million BTT. Ended up with about 30,000 US dollars, 32,000. But then it even went higher, and had I have held on to the top, it would have been 60 grand or something. But anyway, what did it come back down to? Because I know right now, I mean, I still have a couple 1.1 mil in DLive staked. I guess just waiting to see how that plans out. BTT is around less than, so 0.0026, and it was around 0.003. Okay. How much has gold gone up compared to Bitcoin? I genuinely don't know. I don't know that.
What's wrong with gold? I've got all this gold and it's not going up, even though there seems to be large amounts of inflation, not only here, but coming. Something strange going on there. I'll work it out. And when I do, I'll make a lot of money. But if I don't work it out, well, I'm just gambling, aren't I?
Clem Chambers, always good speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining me here today on StansberryInvestor.com.
Thank you.
We'll see how it plays out. And thank you all for watching. We'll have much more for you, so be sure to stay tuned. In the meantime, remember,
it's always a gamble, right? Like the whole thing is a gamble. If you think you're not gambling when you're playing the crypto markets, then you're mistaken, right? Like the whole thing. This guy seems to have, well, he seemed pretty smart, right? He came across as pretty smart. He didn't say garbage. He said some pretty good things. I don't know about the 10,000 thing, and that was the July 2nd, and we're now a little whiles past there, and what I'm seeing is a constant buffering around the 34,000 mark. Gold is only up 2%, while Bitcoin is up over 100% since last year. Right. Okay. So gold, not great. Plus, you got to hold it somewhere, right? What are you going to do? You're going to put it in drawers and stuff? Like big... Who wants a big gold bar? I don't. I'd much rather have ones and zeros on a computer than a big fucking massive bar of gold. What are you going to do? You got to hide it somewhere and put it like... Stick it in your roof or something? Then it starts raining and it gets heavy, and then the next thing the gold bar falls out and smacks you in the head. Anyway, folks, look, thanks for being here with me. I genuinely love these crypto streams. I feel really... This is going to sound weird, but I feel like satisfied at the end of a crypto stream. I feel really like, not just did we enjoy ourselves, but we learned something. And I like live streaming as a whole is entertainment and fun, right? And that's why I do it daily. I love live streaming, but these particular Wednesday crypto streams, sometimes I do an extra one just for shits and giggles, crypto style, if something's important. But I find that I really, it almost reminds me of school days, right? Like where I come back from school and just, it's like reigniting my brain or something, and the cogs are starting to turn, and like, sometimes I get a headache from these streams where I come out of it going, fuck, thank goodness that's over. But because I've been thinking so much, and like some of the questions that were asked and some of the videos we saw, it's like, it's very taxing. It's very taxing on your brain. And I like that. I really like it. I look forward to these weekly Wednesday streams. I'm sometimes thinking to do another one permanently, like but then again, I don't have it. There's not enough days in the week to do that because I've already got my scheduling for my regular streams. But what is going to happen, I am going to make that Tron video for my YouTube channel. I'm going to slam that site. And then I'm going to tweet about it, and I'm going to tag Justin Sun in it. Do not use Tron.net, is it? I'll make the video. It'll be on my YouTube channel. Then I'll talk about it next week here. Who did that? Giggle Pickles. Thank you, Giggles. Yeah, I'm going to slam Tron. If you can't withdraw your initial investment, that thing is 100% a scam. I'm going to bring up TronScan. I'm going to show you the transactions that have worked. I'm going to say, why doesn't mine work? I'm going to show you how I put 100. I'm going to put 100.0000, 100 comma 0. I'm going to write the place off. I'm going to be the most scathing I've ever been on a video, and I'm going to slam Tron. When will I do that? Not right now, because my mind's not ready for it, but maybe tomorrow with a fresh mindset. If I don't go surfing tomorrow, Tron, I've got you in my sights. I can have a wallet of 100 Bitcoin. It would be hard to have the same in gold. Too heavy. Right on, Comtech. Keep crushing, mate. Love the streams. Thank you, Red Ox Bear. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's been here with me. We do have 33 Yahoos watching the content. Who's live right now on the machines of D, that's D Live, who would appreciate a 33 viewer host? I'll let you guys choose. And while you're choosing that, I want to thank you all for great time here. I want to thank the financial contributions to the content. I want to thank Comtech for the massive 1000 TRX he dropped in. We froze that straight away. Comtech, legendary. Thank you, dude. You've been so helpful here, not just with the donations, but with the knowledge, walking me through the Sun.io, staking, investing. Dude, I couldn't have done this without you, and therefore everybody else learnt from you and from me walking through it. So thanks Comtech, and thank you. Who did that? Alcoholic, thank you for the lemon, dude. Everybody who's donated to the content here, I do this full time. I do stream full time, so I appreciate when you contribute to me. It's like a little pat on my back saying, yo, Gibbs, keep doing this, man. We like what you're doing. Doesn't matter. Neutral Cookie, thank you for the diamond, man. You got a host there. Johnny Matrix, cool. We'll grab Johnny Matrix. When you contribute to me, you're essentially giving me the message, we like what you're doing. Don't stop doing it. Keep doing it. So I appreciate you donating to me. Now, when you look to your own chat, like eyeball your chat, top of the screen, the top contributors to this stream today, Mr. B, Neutral, and Moose, right there. You got them right there. Mr. B, right off the bat, Neutral. I'm going to say Neutral Density. Neutral Cookie and Moose right there. Thank you for your contributions. Much appreciated. Let me grab this handle here. Johnny Matrix. Oh, okay. I got to search for Johnny. Let me put you Yahoos over here and get rid of my hideous head. We'll do a search up here for Johnny Matrix. He's playing Call of Duty Warcraft World Gaming. I'm not a gamer, so I don't know gaming, but here he is. Johnny Matrix. This is his handle. Who did that? Red Ox Bear, thank you, my friend. I'm going to pop his handle in here. This is going to give us a confirmation right there. It's going to say gives a minute. Well, my stream's going to go offline. It's going to say gives a minute is offline hosting Johnny Matrix. There'll be a little yellow bar, or not a little, there'll be a yellow bar top of the screen. It'll say visit channel. You got to click that yellow bar. Otherwise, even though you'll see Johnny Matrix, you'll still be in my channel because I'm hosting him. That's how a host works. So click the yellow bar, visit channel, go to his channel, put the words feel the gives love, let him know where you're coming from. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll see you yahoos tomorrow on the flip side.